pace with that TA as long as the kills don't.
Midas snipers. If you're not going it, you're playing the hero wrong.
Yep, probably.
Having that level 10 cooldown reduction talent is incredible value. There's a point there where I wonder if he's in the match, it's probably worth him getting that level 10 before he uses the Midas first. Top lane,
the Stampede
is going to save him.
He's actually going to get away because of it. And Yapso as well, is he going to get caught? He does. Okay, so they at least get this one set up here.
Iggs grabbing the leaner,
give it a gap.
Yapso.
Definitely give it a gap. He needs these kills to recover as he is starting to recover.
On top, the fight continues. Swap back onto Tims. Into the assassinate. Tims will fall. Nisha's game continues to go good, and I was keeping an eye on him. He hit the perfect timing. He literally got the Midas as he hit 10. So that first usage,
he's stepping up far.
Already being reduced by the CDR. It's Cuckoo. This is not his home.
There's a lot of stacks. Down him. He bounces Zai into the neutral. Oh my god,
okay,
Cuckoo.
Maybe it is. Cuckoo using the ancient stacks against Secret.
What a nice play. That was sick by Cuckoo.
Oh, you can never underestimate the Cuckoo bat.
He had the 4 stacks on him, and yeah, pushes him right into that Prowler. Very nicely done.
Alright, starting to get a bit of a better grasp of the game, TNC, after a tough laning start. The net burst back to pretty much even with these plays.
Yeah, I mean, Cuckoo, that's huge for him, right? How much is he even get? 516 for killing Zai there. So,
that's just pretty much the money for the bots on the blink. Whichever he wants to favor game first. We'll see this again. Two heroes around him, Demonic Purge, it doesn't matter. Sticks pop, bounced into the Ancient. Zai, he doesn't know what hit him.
He didn't panic either, right? You could see that he was very disciplined and calm. He even turned Sticky the Ancient, made sure that he got all. Nicely done it. Secret, they're looking to set up here for a mid push. They even cut that tree, the Light Striker, right? To make sure he inside that hit spot. More ranged hero around. Fine.
Taking these early objectives.
Did I have it? It does. The Bat Rider Cuckoo again.
Now they're going to try maybe chase a little bit. For Puppey, AU. He's looking to try and go for the walk in, but he's getting Laguna Bladed. Has to skewer back, swap back in. AU will fall. Puppey's still alive.
How is he still alive?
As they were unable to kill him off, swap back onto Cuckoo. They'll take the bat as well. 2 dead on TNC.
How is Puppey still alive? I know the Stampede set him, and he ran into them though with it. Somehow still surviving during all this. They're continuing to put the pressure on here. They know Lifestealer is nowhere near ready to fight.
The map away from TNC is going to be very painful. So we said they have a lineup that pretty much got these 2 heroes that want to be hitting their creep camps. The Empowered Lifestealer TA.
I feel like TNC, they have to be able to take a tower themselves here. I feel like they have to just make their own move to go for pressuring. This is what we saw Secret do last game. They took 2 tier 1s, they took a tier 2, they took another tier 2, and then from there, it was all about the map control and just being off and not allowing it any farm whatsoever. And they're starting to set up for that. It's still only a 1k deficit. TNC, okay, they're gonna start saying this welcome. So they really want to fight this tier 2 instead of trying to look for their own trade. 5 healer get the wraparound Secret.
On a lead in. Will be Demonic Purged. Gabby trying to go in onto Zai, but Zai too tanky for him to deal with. Armor's going to come in with the wraparound. They'll focus towards Puppey. They'll get it fine. They Firefly back into the lasso. They've got the control. They're taking a second. They'll get it as well. On Secret AU. He's on top of Nisha. Nisha and Yapso, the last 2 left remaining. Tim's turns with a Fire Blast. That's Nisha dead. Yapso surrounded. TNC. They're looking for the team wipe. They're going to get it. Double kill for Armel as TNC shut down the efforts of Secret on that bottom lane. And they are well and truly in this game right now. Net worth is even. Armel at the top. An incredible hold.
Super nicely done. They smoke and they go for the wraparound. Team Secret, they have these 2 wards down, so they're like, all right, we're pretty safe to actually push these 2. But they get caught perfectly from the wraparound. And instead of TNC looking to set up a goal of their own push, they
amount of damage done there by Armel. Blink first, of course, over the Deso, allowing him to make these plays. He's down these heroes. Losing all 5 heroes like that. One of the vulnerabilities of Secret's play at the moment, where they are going for these 5-man pushes, trying to really fork the tier 2s. We'll see it again here from TNC. At the start, it looks a little rough for them.
There's no Stampede available though, so there's no disengage available for Team Secret here. So as they lose their Shadow Demon, and then Cuckoo again with a beautiful play steps forward and catches the 2 heroes.
And
there.
just AU being able to take the sniper out with that RP, stopping any sort of backup damage being thrown in from the back lines. It all falls into place for TNC.
And Gabby's back. FaZe, he finished the Midas right before that fight, and now he has 1800 plus that Bloodlust and that power.
And they will be able to swap back AU before he's able to secure a way to safety. So catch the mag.
And they're really prioritizing this tower. The Puppy's even pinging it out again. He's like, we're killing this tower. We're checking to see if they have wards around here now too. He will be able to get this one. This tower is HP.
And this time, they do have the Stampede, as you can see. They can afford to sort of push like that, and that they will be able to reliably at least get the majority of their heroes out. Top lane, Armel sees the space for a free tier 1.
Yeah, tower with 10 HP anyway, so it actually just dies to the Battalion as Zai walks into it. And he has the Crimson, like you said. Stampede's available, Crimson Guard, they're much stronger in this upcoming. He has, but TNC also. Armel approaching that Desolator.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Plus will show that, 47 to 53.
Cuckoo. Very close to getting swapped by mid one there.
Not an easy start to the game for TNC.
No, not at all.
Not all 3 lanes were
Dire's top
pretty
tower
rough.
is under attack.
They have that catch-up mechanics.
Mid one's just going to be playing as that, like, I'm buffing my sniper role. FaZe, the Vlad's going to be going drum as well, so he just wants to be that big steroid for damage ample.
More fuel for the fire.
Could they back up for some? I mean, YapzOr still bottom at the tier 3. Keeping that wave pushed in. Also up a Medallion. Seeing a lot of Medallions as well. Mid forward top, Zai, he's tanky.
He's tanky enough. Defensive disruption from Puppy. TNC now having to start to back away. Then with the swap back, Gabby's caught in deep. Gabby will fall. The rest of TNC do get out of there, but losing Gabby, pretty ideal there for TNC on the front. Secret do respond with the full 5 of them coming in to turn that one around.
Definitely a bit ambitious to go on him right next to the tower there, and you see he has the Crimson Guard. You know how tanky Zai is there.
Yeah, you're not killing him, though.
Yeah, it's surprising to see Gabby also being the one to like full commit forward. So he's the one who can risk to die. Like we said, the demonic, we saw him play right there. He pops rage, doesn't matter, gets slowed enough.
And he is going for the Radiant spill, so you know you expect that he would prioritize just in that relic time. He'll be knocked back a little bit from it.
Quite a bit here. No Stampede available again here for Secret top as they're looking to turn the.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Instead, Sivers the game. Gabby TPing over to tier 2. And will fall Zai. Able to get the last hit with the retaliate.
Almost got. Really needed that blink dagger so they can get patch. Just so there's figure just be these saves. Still have to be very careful as mid one. He's almost level 12. Getting those easy swaps to hit the level 2 is
Dire's bottom
poised
tower
maybe to look
is
for
under
a
attack.
type of setup here for a Roshan. They have Avenge, so they have those auras, and then they also, I believe, I saw Nisha queued up a Desolator. He's going for just straight raw damage on this snipe. They can easily look to set up for a Rosh if they get it. Play it. Taking away a Rosh from a TA draft is always a bit of a worry. Size blink. Very soon here.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
I think it's also now done for TNC, both on Cuckoo and Armel.
I thought you were going to say, wait,
actually, no, sorry, not on Cuckoo. Rather, he had pretty much the money for the blink, but he's favoring the 4th staff this game rather than getting the blink first.
It's probably because he's playing versus the Venge and the Shadow Demons. There's just so many different types. Like, even if Venge isn't in position to swap, he pops Stampede and then he runs into physical.
Hunting Cuckoo. Just popping in the jump inside. He's managed to get in the Who Stomp, follow Light Strike Array. He gets in the back, he gets the RP to lock them down, and Cuckoo, he lives! He gets out of the smoke as well to stop the Assassinate from going through as Cuckoo survives.
4-man RP, but No follow to be able to sit, but he does save at least. But now this is going to be like, all right, we got Roche now.
It's a
Secret.
sweet disengage. And I don't know whose smoke that was, but someone just saved Cuckoo's bacon. Who was the smoke? Was it Tim's with the smoke?
I think it was.
Right? Just assassinated smoke, bam.
There's Tim.
Into the shadows he goes. Tim's.
Now
With the smoke save.
DD Nisha, they've got all this damage on TNC. They're positioned around this area here.
Roshan's getting low. See if they can get in. Light Striker Ray catches the two of them. Cuckoo's still watching for the side. They'll try and turn though. Tims, they've got the damage with the blood. One's out. Gabby still alive up to the high ground into AU. AU keeping him safe. AU is trying to skewer back here. He's holding on to it for now. Midbomb will buy back for this Roshan fight. TNC still forcing Secret to be very careful how they go about finishing it. Secret are going to try and continue. They'll look towards Tims. Tims at the front. He's caught up by the magic missile. Tims immediate buyback. No hesitation to get back in the game. Secret continuing to focus down Roche. Cuckoo, he swaps in. He's under the Roche. The clap comes out. Gabby moves in with the rage. Poppy's hailed off to the side. He's got the disruption to keep him safe. Excuse in. Looking for Nisha. Roche is low. The stun's out. Fire blast onto Yapsor. Yapsor. Two-man light drop and arm out. In with the hit. The meld hit. Takes him out. Buyback from Yapsor. There's no buyback available for Dai. No buyback available for Cuckoo. But TNC, they're in the pit. They'll get the Roche. They'll get the Aegis. They'll look towards Midbot. Midbot's in trouble. This would be a dieback. He drops to top, but he's surrounded. Midbot will fall. Dead for 70 seconds. Gibby's not done. He's onto the Shadow Demon. Puppy's out. He's looking for more. Yapsor's got as well. 4 dead on Secret. TNC take the lead.
Oh my god, they're actually able to force them out of the pit there, reset everything, and just close the gap. Just too much damage coming in. The sniper's still too squishy. He can't actually commit forward to do anything. Anisha just had to run away because they just committed straight to the pit there. Oh my god, they get that rush. And the Radiant's finished with the Aegis and another 1,500 gold out for Gabby.
And Secret, they are running a carry bench. This is a hero that it will fall off.
Especially if you buy back die.
Your game grinds to a halt. Look at his farm. I can't see it. Where's his farm? It's not there. Mid one. Falling behind.
Falling behind. So that's such a crucial situation there. This area, absolutely everything. You see how many wards they committed. Look at Secret. They put 2 wards down just to watch both sides, just trying to make sure that they can try to successfully get this Roche, but TNC relentlessly throwing bodies.
And you know, I think TNC, they took your advice, Folk. I asked you at the start of the series how you beat Secret. You say you play your own Dota. This draft from TNC,
this is TNC.
I don't think this draft should work. But the matter of the fact is, this is the heroes that TNC are confident on. A Gabby Lifestealer, an Arm LTA, and a Cuckoo Bat.
Yeah,
These 3 heroes, they are countered by Secret's lineup. But it doesn't matter, because this is what TNC do.
Yeah, Cuckoo's had a spectacular performance so far on this Batrider, just building up for the tank, building up for getting into the front lines, rather going for that Blink Dagger. He doesn't go for the armor build this game, he went for the Spell Amp, because he wanted to just do a little bit of that, because he's the only magic damage on his team. He wants to be able to at least do that. But yeah, he's just running in, charging in, starting the fights for his team, causing havoc. A bit of a panic.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
That doesn't take 300 health down either. He's going because he wants to be that magic damage for his team. Flame break duration too. I've seen like some arguments. It's like you either take, you either take the right side talent or you take the left side on those. The armor and then. Jin around top.
The jump onto Cuckoo, nuked down by the Laguna Blade. They'll get one. Secret get more out of this. They'll look for Tims. Tims unable to separate himself from the team. Buyback for Cuckoo. He's bouncing over as well towards the creeks. Wants to get back in, but Tims will fall. Yapsor's in trouble. The Gabby on top of the 2 of them, and now looking towards Midbot and Armel. He's chasing down the backline. PK's being popped. He's focusing down the sniper. He kills off Nisha. Looks to Zai. Slowed down. Back as well by the shockwave. Zai. He's gonna run away. AU, he's not messing around. RP down on Zai. Triple kill for Armel. Midbot's going for the TPR. He'll manage to escape, but he's the only one to survive on Secret, as again, TNC taking every single team fight. I don't know if Secret can come back into this.
It really doesn't feel like it. They seem to just being able to get on top of Nisha every single time there. They lost the Batrider, but like you said, Cuckoo, he pops the glyph, Boots travels on the creep wave. They can't kill the creep. He's able to join the fight, get on top of them there. And Secret had to blow absolutely everything to kill him there.
Now it's 23 minutes.
It's a wrap.
TNC's lineup is the one that's pushing high ground, taking a Rex. Despite 10 minutes ago, it was Secret trying to play the fast-paced Dota. But TNC, they're able to punish them, slow their game down, And it's going to be ever so hard for Secret to get this lineup back on track.
Surge of momentum there. Kind of expected, right, with the TA. Once you get a couple of these kills rolling, once they get a couple of these fights, they're able to easily push up toward that high ground and get that Rex. Yeah, Secret, they're gonna have to find some type of method of recovery here. Gonna just have to sit back behind each other. So, I mean, mid one, he's now a glorified support.
He really is.
Zai, who's having this incredible start, right? Super farmed in this game. He's 2-4-11. He's also been getting caught out here. So we're going to see this one again as they blow everything to kill Cuckoo. We see Zai, he commits forward to try to protect Gabby. During the demonic purge, he's able to still commit onto mid one.
I mean, look at this one. Tim's just throwing his body. He just makes a beeline straight towards Nisha. So Nisha has to shoot him, and Nisha doesn't have the opportunity to focus on any of the bigger kills, the bigger cores. And it buys that time. Tim's with the selfless play. Tim's certainly impressing this game.
A couple times, right? Even around the Roche pit, he just walked in and died for his team.
Positioning, the places in which he dies, they're perfect.
Now, bested up on Armel. They're jumping for it. He's just dead. Deleted.
Oh my goodness, Secret, they've got to run. The hunt is on. Midbot tries for a TP, quickly cancels it. Says, I'll take the walk back home instead of taking the TP ride. The Stampede will get him back to the high ground.
Gabby, that was actually pretty close. Oh!
He's fine. He's got an arm.
Dude,
he's got the toggles, bro.
I think he just hit like... That looked like a 1 HP. He popped the rage late.
There wasn't that. Quick watch in the replay.
He was really low. That was a little scary.
It wasn't that low, was it?
Aegis timed out as they were going for that play. That was actually kind of close for Secret to get him there. So now Secret also, they should be aware that they actually haven't de-warded this base ward yet, but with the way they jumped Yapsor, you have to imagine they know that's there.
Taking him out, yeah.
Yeah, they put down...
Let's have a look.
Let's see. Hey, look, Demonic Purge pops. Right? Demonic Purge pops, Assassinate hits 15! 50, that was close.
It's slow.
That was close.
I mean, Gabby was like, well, yeah, I was fine, I'm fine.
He probably didn't expect the Assassinate and the Purge to hit at the exact same time,
sure.
So he looked like he was not yet popping the Rage.
This game entirely rests on Nisha's ability to hold high ground as a sniper. But it's all on him. It really is. There's, you know, Zai's... You know, so Zai is still relatively farmed, but it's hard for him as a Sentos to sort of make up for the fact that Secret, they've only really got one carry.
Yeah.
Mid one is out of the game.
They've got a lot of things to amplify him, right? They're even building their Solar Crest on Yapsor, but both Yapsor and Zai have had that fantastic time bottom. They've been slowed down so hard. They've been also
TNC.
top. They're look.
Leader strike again, and A with the blink.
Back. Still have the ward in the base.
Giving them so much vital information. Cuckoo. He's looking for Nisha. He's in with the force stuff. Zai will be there with the counter play. He's going to jump in. Look for the backline. Straight on to Puppey. Puppey has the disruption to hold him back. Puppey will be able to get away. AU looks for the RP. Won't be able to find it. Skewers in. Gets swapped back. AU swapped in underneath the tier 4 towers. The kill off both AU and Cuckoo. This was a dive too far from TNC.
Tim's also.
Tim's. He's found as well. Secret will shut down the offensive.
He still didn't have the blink dagger on the back. That was one of the most ambitious plays I've seen actually from this one. He just force-staffed, like he was trying to go for the grab there.
I mean, the TNC fans out there will recognize that's a bit of the old school TNC showing up.
That one was
the little bit of a come on TNC, come on now. That's not the play.
One was just way too far forward here. That's a little bit of a crawl back there for Secret. They're gonna take as much as they can from that. 45 seconds, no Bat Rider. They know the Bat used buyback earlier, so they're gonna take as much as they can out of it. Pushing far forward. As a full butterfly was finished for Nisha now too, so he's still packing a punch.
He is. He needs to. As I say, he's got to make up for a lot of the lackings of the team around him at the moment. Yeah. So they still do remain 11k behind.
They still do hit absurdly hard. Right? They still don't have mid one. He has 40 armor on the bench, so he's still very tanky too. And
not a lot of HP though.
Yeah, not a lot of HP, but he just has to sit next to the sniper. The sniper will be doing insane amounts of damage. Plus over 300. Especially once we start getting more levels coming out on the bench. So level 16, we start to see Horus get leveled up.
Ding, 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 motherfucker!
Really look to make too many of those more mistakes though on TNC. Sure, they still have an 11k gold lead, which they're still pretty comfortable in this game, but he's going for the BKB. Still no blink. Said he'll probably get it afterwards. Eventually, because that venge is still hard. BKB will at least protect him now a lot because all the stun and disables that have kind of been bringing him down. He's still very low armor, only 12 armor on the bat, But this is going to allow him to like commit a lot more forward and do the damage and stuff. Full AC now finished on Lifestealer. So much minus armor.
That laning stage just a distant memory, really. Gabby is perfectly farmed, but missing.
Is that word with full duration? Yes. They're gonna look back and
I mean,
I can't believe we didn't D-ward
that ward did sort of bait.
It did.
It baited a bad play.
It did.
So maybe it's the 500 IQ players like, well, we'll leave this here because TNC's probably going to throw. And that was a little bit of the case there with that last jump from TNC, but you learn from your mistakes. And it's likely the TNC won't be as over aggressive with their jumps anymore in this game.
Still impressive to see.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack. Dire's bottom
Down the bottom side, a little bit of a safer one. Secure themselves some bounties as well. So as we said, Yapsor, he went for the medallion, but after that Aether Lens, he's going back for the, like we said, Solar Crest, as we've been seeing him do a lot of these support visits by Solar Crest. Just boost your carry.
Doesn't matter what hero you're on, just buying the good items.
Yeah. So that's gonna be, throw everything on Sniper and just pray that Nisha can carry you, as they're still falling further and further behind, as this time TNC is the ones dictating the pace of the game after that early game. And they're controlling the map very nicely.
Man, they're going to take this Roshan very easily. Yeah. There's no chance. We're getting out for this. Free TNC.
Double Bloodlust, double Empowered, of course.
They're making sure there wasn't going to be a surprise jump. Stun from it. There's a secret there, holding themselves down, bottom.
Bringing out the, it's an SD illusion.
Not full for it.
They know it's an illusion. They have traps all over the place, so great. We might see the actually. I don't know if they're gonna buy a gem now, but we might see them buy one with the traps are really causing a bit of a problem. Hold on, Sentry.
See there, better interest is this tier 2 down bottom. They have all three lanes pressured in really before trying a base jump again.
Yeah.
To go for the smoke movement down here out of Roche, just in case they caught any of Secret outside the map. The Secret there, they're just holding themselves right by the Ancient.
Like you said last game, right? They're just trying to, you look at their lineup and they have great ways to scale. They have the Bloodlust, they have the Empower for both cores, and you look at Secrets, they only have technically, I guess, the single core. Even though they're gonna be really buffed up and all that, they're probably looking like, we can play this carefully. Push the towers, take the shrines, farm the map, get ourselves all their next big items.
Dire's bottom tower has fallen.
Tier 2's taken. Lane now exposed. Pushing in against Secret.
Probably their next thing is double MKB timing on TNC, where then they can come forward and not have to worry about Nisha's Butterfly. Do having it queued up, and they will just continue that map and trap inside there.
This lead 18,000. Sure. The Satanic compete.
Took the knockback talent. It kind of makes sense versus Lifestealer and team.
More fuel for the fire.
It's all about him.
Just an extra little bit of heal for the Lifestealer off targets and back.
One.
Having that Satanic for a number of reasons. One of them mainly, AU has been the one to look for him with the RP, at least now with that status resistance there. That chance that the stun will wear off and turn, hold his ground and heal back up.
The one scary thing is that they know that Armel has neither of the saves. He has a BKB, but he has no Aegis, no Cheese TA. It's the Lifestealer with both of them. Here they're getting all these items out. You see the MKB finish on Lifestealer, MKB TA, and also the Batrider Blink. Got these three big items coming together. This could be where they try to...
Just sort of the way they've been playing right, TNC, it's always been Gabby, AU jumping in, forcing the fight. It's sort of left for Armel to jump in and pick apart the pieces after the rest of his team's committed. So Armel's very rarely been the focus of Secret's damage. As TNC have just been able to throw everything else in the faces of Secret first.
Yeah. Dire's bottom tower.
that damage stepping into play. Even though he has 40 armor, you're seeing how much the bench does buff up that sniper.
Sure, you know, despite the lead that TNC have, they do still have to be very careful. This is Team Secret, a team that hasn't lost a lot of games.
And we've been seeing a lot of comebacks. We've been seeing mega creep comebacks plenty, and this is a 20k deficit still, but
gotta be careful.
Gotta be careful at TA. High ground is still a dude.
And so you want Cuckoo just making sure that the top half of the map is shoved in as well.
Constantly now just throwing Lotus Orbs up well on top of Nisha, just making sure to protect him. Even if he just walked out to use the Midas and they're like, wait, don't go. Okay, now you can get Lotus of you. That Aegis, we have about 50 seconds left on it for PNC. So just camping outside, camping on top of high ground. And bounty runes. Keeping that gold. And now they do have double catapult. Clear those, he's gonna push heavily onto the side of C. TA traps in the mid lane. Tim's was telling him to pop them. Pinging on those traps in mid.
Secret using the SD illusions to use some sort of information. So obviously unable themselves to get out in the map and drop walls themselves. The map completely blind.
Yep, they're trapped. They're blind.
Let's start to move out top. Yapsor.
Okay.
Away with well, they know that Cuckoo's sort of been playing this top half of the map.
Fire. They're gonna put down some vision.
Yeah, get some vision out.
Saw him for a second there. They saw the attack. Does he get the BKB off in time? He gets blink and the B. Okay, he doubles. Just in case.
Just in case. Just in case there was a blink in the river. You know, that play it safe. Play it safe. And press all the buttons. He did. He lived. It worked. TNC, of course, to sweep back up there. The Secret's forced back to them. Nice.
And into that ward getting out that they did place. The battle does have the gem on this. That one ward that Secret did, that one little bit of information they had is not gone.
Tower is under attack.
Let's get it to this level. It's actually like right next to it. It's surprising to see that.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Patience, you can see.
They're just sticking all near each other. Just don't let anybody stay alone, because that's where it sucked off from like a vent swap or just a quick catch. Together.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
At this point, it probably is just going to be a wait till the next Roche. TNC.
Yeah,
there's no reason at all to push before the Roche is up again.
You're out farming them in every aspect, right? You're farming 3 lanes, you're farming both jungles,
Go for the next Roche.
and you're getting the bounties.
It's going to be what the Axel refresher, so.
Look at this, the circle's drawn. Look at Cuckoo. He's like, that's probably a farm the whole map circle. That's what I would have to imagine. Scott.
I mean, what are they hoping for? Getting Axe, giving it to Cuckoo?
Just everybody get next set of items. Why not? You have such a big lead. Keep growing it.
Whoa.
You've got Secret trapped in the base. How's our level? Look, mid one, he has, okay, so mid one is level 18, almost has AC.
Finally got that AC.
Yeah, Rich has it done. He's, we said, fight support. But yeah, level 18, so 1,000 range now for the swap as well. The next one, of course, that you see with the Rudda. Up that level 20, of course. He does get it. Go. How are we looking at these goals? Okay, so we have a 27k gold lead. How's our experience? 20k experience lead. Let's see what the Dota Plus. We haven't glanced at the Dota Plus this time around.
Dota Plus knows. I mean, they know. This game should be TNC's. They continue to play it out like this. Wait for the Roche. Grab all the items from it. There's a very small chance the Secret can spin it round. They have to rely on TNC making mistakes. For the most part, TNC have, and there was sort of the one bit of a blunder where they jumped in mid.
There is still just a crazy...
Now they're just so far ahead. They're even further. When they made that mistake, they were like 12k ahead. Now they're 28k gold ahead.
There still is a ridiculous amount of damage that you cannot overlook on the side of Secret. That is the one thing they have to be careful of.
They've just got to try and get someone on the sniper.
Yeah.
Get someone on Nisha. What Nisha's saving the money. I mean, he's close to 25. You get that attack range talent, you can sit back with a divine rapier.
Yep. And they all put the.
You know what I mean? There's got to be that temptation. I mean, obviously he hasn't bought anything yet because he can't get to the secret shop, so he cannot even buy any of the parts of the Skadi. Which, I mean, that in itself is going to be a bit of a challenge. I don't know how they're going to be able to
getting
get to
out.
the secret shop.
It has to be off of a fight.
Or you have to just run the courier top of the map and go to the enemy secret shop.
That's probably why you.
That's the only way you do it.
That's probably why we see TNC just camped around this area. They're probably
Exactly,
they can't pick anything up. We got this whole area controlled.
The TNC don't have any vision on that route. You know what I mean? If they do send the courier top and down.
So you got the swap. Quick BKB. Be okay.
Yeah, he did. As you say, he did actually get swapped in. But was able to BKB blink before damage comes through.
Now you have to keep track. You're like, okay, that's one swap. They only have one swap charge right now for the next about, what, 70 seconds or so. Forward. You want to try to get some type of, get a bounty run or something for themselves, but no.
Roche is up, so they'll head over. It's not going to be the Axe. It's going to be a Refresher shard.
They have a Magnus. Like, that's pretty cool too, and a Bat Rider.
I feel like you probably would rather be Magnus for the Bat, double lasso at this stage rather than. The double RP more? Okay.
Sure, you use it. So
it requires you to get in and get that RP, which is still very hard against Secret's lineup.
But now they've got Aegis, they've got Cheese.
We'll see. Maybe D-Day you can make the big game.
They're smoke forward. They find mid one.
They've once caught out. What's the rest of Secret's reaction going to be? They're still caught outside the base. Somebody jumping on Puppy. There's two of them. Buyback from Puppy comes in.
He gets the courier out. Yeah, he's actually able to get the courier out during all that. He buys the Ice Scotty.
It's going to be the Scotty, not first.
Jump forward, the RP!
Oh! He's got the watch! He's not perfect, but indeed he's stunned. They've got the kill though. That's dieback on Puppy. If they can jump in for more, Firefly to knock back Zai. Kuku has to be careful if the TP goes.
Dire structures are
But get out of there. So that's the first RP down. Did use the shard, not get the chance to get it off. Would have maybe got both the kills rather than just the one if it was successful with the second RP. But quick play from Yapso with that light strike to stop the second one coming in.
He hesitated for sure. He RP'd, kind of stood around for a second. He didn't want to just a fresh RP instantly.
Sure, he wanted to try and you say maybe getting a bit greedy, trying to get the maximum duration. Gabby's trying to support, but Anisha.
Scotty's slow. Coming into play here. He's forced to infest. Well,
looking away, they've got Tims though. Tims is isolated on the side. Tims will fall. Armel's still looking at trying to get in. He's going to look towards Mip. Mip will go to the magic missile. They managed to take the Aegis out of the hands of the He's still up there. Lasso drags it back. Mip one falls. Zai turns towards Armel. Looking at these kills here. Nisha just trying to hold his ground, but Gabby with the rage heads for Yapso. Yapso's dead. Nisha, Zai, they're turning to stop. Gabby's in trouble. Gabby's shot down. It's Nisha with the triple kill. And he might not be done yet. The multi can't come out, but it was noticed on Nisha's ready to turn. That's going to be an extra kill. He's not done yet. Stepping forward. He's just shooting the ball. He's got a goddamn gun inside. Killed the rampage. Zai. Come on, Zai. Come on. That's just not cool, man. But dude, get them all.
Look how much gold he just got. He just finished Scotty. He has 7,500 gold. Oh my god.
Oh no. Oh no. TNC.
Oh man.
Oh no.
They still have this big lead, but Nisha, look at the damage he is able to do.
In 56 seconds.
It couldn't stick. They couldn't actually stick on him. He just sat back, able to peek the whole time.
To his ground.
And the thing is also, sure, mid one dies, he buyback dies, but his illusion was still alive, so it's still providing the aura. That extra damage that is still provided from himself is still going on to Nisha during the
pushing back. It's two heroes dead without buyback on TNC.
Kuku spent his gold on the Octarine, and does not inch forward. Nisha will get a little bit of damage, but he's being careful. Doesn't know that those buybacks aren't available.
Losing a fight with Aegis at a 28k gold lead. That's not great. Gabby, they are to run down sort of the back line as the supports, but Nisha, he just sits there. I think his hands are off the keyboard.
He clicks Titanic here. And Shrapnel, so that's not true. No, he's able to just literally just peep everybody with all the space given. That Avenge illusion still just buffing him up.
That's a bit of a question mark for Zai right there, I'll be honest. Nisha
It didn't look like he attacked though. It looked like he was still in animation of the attack.
He's a very silent lad. You can know in that moment.
He doesn't care about the kill. That's. I mean, this is pretty significant though. Now Zai also has a full heart, so this front line is super tanky on the side of Secret now too.
Yep.
He's also now level 25. Duration that you picked up. And as you see there, long duration stuns coming in, 4.25 seconds. Mjolnir now.
Oh my goodness.
Mid one about to be level 20. Queued up with Aghanims as well as expected on the bench, so he's just all about being able to buff up his buddy.
The Nisha sniper. Again, this is sort of a similar feel to like when Nisha's combat in the past before on his Deuce. You know what I mean? It's these sort of heroes that he just carries the game out. What do we got?
He took the magic missile cooldown instead on mid, instead of going for the vengeance. Sorry, it works really well with your Aghanims if you're able to get it too, because you're just able to shoot 3-second cooldown missiles. It's probably overall the better talent because it's just insane how strong its synergizes. You get your level 20. Bottom, the bounties. Secret can actually push those out forward here.
He's gonna jump in. AU going light strike. Down for them. Gabby does get the jump close towards Zai, but they've lost AU. AU bites back immediately. Zai tanky. He's starting to shoot on Gabby. Gabby's able to jump inside Armel. Gets slided to the side with a 4-star. Back off. Back. Just having to use.
They actually can't kill Zai when he trips in like that.
Oh, he's too tanky.
Way too tanky. They get the disruption.
Tanky. They have a 24k lead, but they are struggling, TNC.
To be able to get in the back line somehow, but there's just so many, like we said in the beginning of the draft, there's a lot of saves, and they've been making them work. You has to be able to let the RP. He's not giving too many opportunities. They're focusing a lot of attention on him.
Tim's pretty sure that's how he feels right now. Ah! This game, the frustration's got to be there for TNC. They crushed the mid game. They have built an incredible lead, but still they are struggling to push high ground at this point. They're struggling to even get close to the high ground. Secret, they're able to get outside of the base now, as they know that these team fights, they absolutely can go Secret's way.
Could have like the constant Firefly well with that. Yeah, he has the perfect Firefly now. Pretty much ready for himself too, so he'll always be able to go. They're still just trying to farm the map, but yeah, like you said, Secret, they've gotten themselves outside. So now they can at least control the bottom side. We see they put heavy amount of ward emphasis, tons of obs wards and sentries, just needing vision for the fight.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Zai, he's putting forward pretty far. Zai, he's got to put up in 2 seconds. They're hunting. He's popping the stampede to try to kite them out here.
He knows they're coming. Can't find him.
He's sneaky. Is Cuckoo gonna get him? Oh, God,
that's
So that was very close from dying. I mean, he does not.
Very close.
He doesn't buyback either.
Right.
He did clear out the double catapult wave.
Find some way on getting on top of Sniper and killing him, but there's sort of all the saves that we talked about Secret having that they didn't really get to do too much with in the mid game. They're getting to do a lot with them now.
Yeah.
The stampedes, the disruptions, the swaps, all this sort of chaos makes it very hard for TNC to reliably deal with the Sniper in these fights.
Yeah. Lotus Orbs, Crimson Guards, there's everything. Solar Crests, just all these different things. They've been having stats now finished up on Yep, so a little bit of stat for anything to just protect Nisha.
Nisha here. Farm, see Nisha, fuck Achilles, and the creep's killed.
We're seeing a similar thing coming out from Secret as TNC did the last time. They're playing on that right side. They're playing on the high ground for Radiant, so they're playing the left. And now Secret, they're smoking up though.
He jumps in. Mid one gets the swap out. KP will be quick, but Nisha's starting to hit onto the rest of TNC coming in. Alan's trying to focus the side. He never gets the stun on Alan. AU holding up the RP for now. He can't get in. There'll be a buyback from Cuckoo. Secret, Crimson Guard buffed out. They cannot kill Zai. Zai far too beefy. Mid one is the only one to fall on Secret. There's the jump, Cuckoo. The buyback. He is able to get grabbed. Can they kill him in time? They're focusing Nisha. Nisha slapped down low ground. They killed the sniper. TNC, that's the big kill. They need to put up the fight for them to move and clean up the rest of Secret. Cuckoo, Tim's on top of Yapso. Yapso trying with the TP out. Will may not make it home. TNC have cleaned them up. They do it. Cuckoo with the buyback, catching Nisha, dragging him over to TNC's half of the map.
Literally on the perfect spot possible. How long for buybacks? They do have buyback on mid one in about 5 seconds, but there's no Zai.
And Ayu's still got the RP. They get a RP sniper, it's game over.
And he almost was able to get in that last fight. He actually got hit by a Maelstrom, and then he had to stop cancel his RP. So they're able to now finally claim themselves a second Rax. Very long time of being held off. Who gets the jump?
And another big jump up in gold lead.
Yep.
37,000 gold lead now for TNC.
Four buybacks.
We'll see how safe they want to play it if they want to force it. You said they're going to know that 4 buybacks are unavailable.
Wait for, I think you wait for Roche.
It's
you have to know it's
2
going to be
minutes
coming
until
up
Roche.
pretty soon.
Because they have that time in a play. If they can go for the Roche, those buybacks are still going to be down for at least 3 minutes, right?
They're still considering going while Zai is dead for 40 seconds.
And they grab mid one. Goes forward. Gabby will show himself. Nisha's starting to poke in. They've got to all focus on Nisha. All focus on the sniper.
Okay, they forced the glyph. Still sitting here in the area. It's coming back in about 20. Roche, 1 minute 30. They have a trap in it, so the one nice thing I guess they do, they always know when it does spawn. So.
Back in the game. Runes are up.
Yeah, they'll back up. So they were just trying to get as much as possible out of when Zai was dead.
The game back to the point where you're being secret held in the base. Now you say, get that Roshan. It's going to have the Aghanim's. It's going to have the Refresher Shard. Again, you're right. You get that Refresher Shard over to AU. Get that Aghanim's over to Cuckoo.
I think so too, yeah.
Unseen, but not unskilled.
Such an incredible 5-9-18, but he's really been dominating.
It's his best hero. No, Cuckoo Bat Legends, and it's a thing that they did keep sort of hidden in the draft, right? They saved it to the last pick when they had picked the Ogre first.
Dire's top barracks are under
draft.
attack.
Good item it is. He sold the treads. It's the rapier.
Yeah!
Let's go.
Nisha! He's got the deeps. They can keep him safe. He's gonna hurt.
He's really gonna. I mean, he was still pretty hitting pretty hard before. Now he's gonna be killing targets much faster. The Lifestealer is gonna get brought down at a much faster pace. He's 31 armor, but you see Lifestealer also. I was gonna say I think Gabby's gonna queue this up soon as a Blink Dagger himself. Just any way to get on top of Sniper. Everybody having the Blink.
Can't see they're gonna go for the Roshan.
Trap set up around the area. Also putting a high ground forward.
There's no way she could come out. TNC was just gonna give this.
Yep. Too risky.
Still have how many cheese from before? They still have
Still the
cheese
one,
bat.
right?
Here we go. Who's going to be taking it all? What, to the Axe? Did
Give it to Tims.
they give it to Tims?
They gave it to Tims.
They gave it to Tims.
Okay, because he.
Dude, that's disrespecting Cuckoo, I think. You want to get the double ass up.
Yeah. Tims is feeling.
Says that's not.
He's past 25 talent. It doesn't work, of course, on the unrefined fire blast. He does do lot of damage.
With Ban outside of the base. I think you let this man die.
No buyback.
Tims. Trying to look to lead him for more. Into the multi-cast up on mid one. And 7 more. He wants it. Charlie's out on the base side. Jumps in. He gets the loose up on the 3-5. His Visible Blade trips out as well. They manage to shoot down TA. Nisha doing the damage with the rapier. Double kill for Nisha. They've got retreat. Cuckoo forces up to the high ground. Zayat so trying to chase. He's coming back forward. He stepped in. They've got the nullifier up to Zayat. Tims. He's in. Multi-cast on Nisha. Nisha forced up the high ground. Yepto trying to do his best to save the life track. Will hold back the Ogre buyback. Comes up inside Nisha. He shoots.
No fire.
Goes over with another fire. Cuckoo not going to lose. Nisha is dying. Nisha is dead. With that buyback, Hex as well up to Zai. They'll move in for the cleanup. But TNC will finally close up the game. 61k lead is needed, but they have done it. They've taken a game of Secret.
They made Secret really in this tournament. 9-1, I believe, Secret as TNC. With this time after a very, very rough landing phase start, this mid game was played
They both need
and
it.
Infamous have the same win percentage right now.
They're at 4-5 right now, which is, if you're top 4, guess what?
Yeah.
You're in the upper. If you're not,
EG has one more point and they've played one more series.
Yeah.
Like, this is Infamous's opportunity to, if they were to 2-0 here, they would move ahead. They'd
they're
be in
looking
upper
prime.
bracket.
They're looking prime to be in that upper, for sure.
In fact, I would say this is a must-win game for EG under the circumstances. They need at least one out of the series.
Yeah.
Well, it is for both teams, but, you know.
So it's a must-win for both teams.
EG's the one that's expected to
Exactly.
win, right? That's like, at least based on previous tournament results.
Especially if you guys haven't been watching Infamous, trust me, they have been looking good. We got to cast them yesterday, 2-0 in Fnatic. Pretty
game off
convincingly.
LGD.
Yep.
Took a game off VG.
They are very, very good.
And like, it is going for the Radiance on Lifestealer this game.
Oh, there's going to be initiation going. There will be a stomp. Will they be able to get Schofield? They've got the detection, and they bring him down. Sentry ward.
Do we really like that, guys? He didn't go Midas on RT, did he?
Yeah, he did.
He did.
Okay.
Is under attack.
I mean, in theory,
I don't
however,
hate it, but-
you have the AA plus amp on your magic damage, but I don't know if I buy that.
I feel like
They're trying to tower. Oh, that's a fake.
Chen creeps just going down again.
It's a lot of golden experience.
Oh, yeah.
You're just giving away bottom lane.
Whisper is
Good
invis.
stuff. Gonna go for the solo kill. Can he get it? Is there an ultimate from Arteezy? There is not.
Oh my
He just
God.
right click him. He's got that move speed as well. The open wounds. It is gonna wear off shortly. Schofield running down here as
Got
well.
TP, HG.
He's dead, I
Trying one more. It's a bash. There's gonna be crit. He has TP'd in. He's gonna throw his ulti. Schofield is here now. Throws the stun out. Will hit crit. Arteezy is gonna run back in. There's a TP, but it's a long one from Sumo. They're trying to chase on. Arteezy now attacking Schofield. Fly actually dies up top. And they will be able to get Schofield, possibly. He's going to have to use another boulder. There's going to be the Carapace, but Crit picks up the kill. And that was a one-for-one trade, actually, because the Fly ends up going down top and losing all his creeps, honestly. So probably good for Infamous.
It's a lot of time Arteezy's not farming, too.
Yeah, but it's big for EG as well, though, because they're also ensuring that there's no other move being made in the middle area of the map by Infamous, and they need time.
Oh my goodness, the Ravage from afar. He throws out the Anchor Smash. Oh my goodness, he pops a BKB and dies instantly. They don't even get the tower yet. Crit's like, he's getting over the TV, and it looks like he will make it. No one else is here, and look at their ping. That was a Ravage from, that was actually sick.
That's why you need a 4-step, pal.
Yeah. Would you have got out of that, you think?
What?
He can't even take himself
He is,
seriously.
Jay. He's grinning over here.
If a teammate had a 4-staff, though.
exactly. But the Shadow Blade done on Sumail, by the way.
That's-
Just first item, Shadow Blade.
You get, okay, explain to me why.
Well,
Invis is good, Grant.
you proc, you can E out of Invis, and it does a ton of damage. And eventually, I guess you get Silver Edge for the Huskar.
You don't have any like elusive heroes on your team.
That's
so
true.
It is making them have to deal with that Shadow Blade Invis and like the threat of like a +1. Like now all of a sudden Earth Spirit's a huge threat on the map because you have the Shadow Blade on AA anytime he's off map.
And you've got to assume that you're going to be targeted in every fight by
Yeah.
Infamous, and it's difficult to itemize to stay alive once they catch you. So you just want to ensure.
You literally can't get caught.
It's just different in philosophy. Like OG, honestly, myself as well. I prioritize like, okay, let's build like raw stats and survivability items. Sumail has always been more flashy, the pioneer of like, you know, the Yules and the SF. Like he loves to just effectively outplay his opponent, abuse mobility and positioning versus just raw survivability. So it's just a difference of opinion.
You guys know that Whisper has picked up a full BKB, by the way, in a stash. So we've got 2
Number one
BKBs
net
already
worth
on
in the
Radiant. Yeah, he is owning, just uses Midas as well.
And check out his talent, Grant, because they are incredibly strong. Specifically, the
You like the health regen over the day?
That's a misclick. That's a misclick.
What?
The 8 health regen?
Over
25 damage.
Yeah,
It feels,
definitely.
especially for AA, it feels.
That has
It's-
to be a misclick.
Like, because I always think about talents in comparison to gold, right? 25 damage is like 1,500, whereas the 8 health regen is like 800. It's not.
It hurts a little.
You're able to farm. A lot
I guess
more
you
effectively,
do
yeah.
sustain on the map with it, but like I feel like I've never seen a Sardar ever take that.
Yeah, and love this creep by Fly. Folk prioritizing this Ice Ogre or Ogre Frost Mage.
At bottom, they're looking for Arteezy again. Schofield is here. Has to stun out of it, throwing up the extra damage. Let's see. Isn't even going to be able to help him out. He's going for the stun. There's the silence. He gets the rage up because he saw the silence flying in. They're going to try to turn it around, though. But S4 did TP behind the shrine, not in front of it, so they should be able to just run out of here.
Let's have Ravage.
Oh, there's going to be a roll. They find Whisper. This would be a huge kill. He does have that BKB. Oh, my goodness. He just turns on Crit, doing so much. He's BKB'd up. They're going to soulbind two of them together. Arteezy is getting eaten alive right now. He's trying to hop inside. Can he? He finally makes it into Crit. Now they're going to turn on the Whisper. Whisper, he just loses BKB, and guess what? No Ravage every time for that one.
EG, you know.
Oh, whoa. Oh.
They still have a blast for this Scar.
He did.
I don't know if you want to fight this.
Without your Slardar, this guy is, he's a big boy.
A lot of that boots mech on fly. I believe Crit has Medallion.
No, Tide has it.
Tide has it. Okay, because they were, and the Vlad. So you've got so much plus armor. Yes, Slardar is doing a ton of damage, but every little bit of armor is so effective. They had Bassi. Did they have casual Bassi on anyone on EG?
I'll let BSJ take a look.
Yeah, I'm looking. Nope, no Bassi on EG yet.
I know, middle lane, they're going to go in for Chris Luck. He will get rolled on. They obviously don't have. There's going to be another BKB. That's the third BKB already from Infamous, by the way. Super early. They will be able to find Fly.
Now, speed to Roche.
Oh, they've got everything. Obviously, these creeps are going to be a little bit of a hindrance, but you're still a little scared to go into Roche, right?
Oh, yeah. He just can't be low on Huskar. He does have the life steal talent, which is 20%.
Oh, stunned. I love it. He's just throwing Hadoukens at. There's the Radiance now on the life stealer. 21 minutes in.
I don't think you can do this as Infamous.
If you want a team fight, not fight in the pit. There we go.
There's no BKB, by the way, up on the Kunkka at least. He will get 4-stepped away.
Oh, the 4-step.
Yeah, EG's got to be careful. Triple BKB timing for Infamous. The longer this game goes, the better for EG at this point. But this is the huge timing for Infamous, because just ignore everything EG throws at you under the cover of those BKBs in your cores, and you overextend, and suddenly everybody dies. Infamous take Aegis, and suddenly they might look to run away with the game.
This is a pretty crazy game so far. It feels like we're just like pretty much 4 versus 4, 5 versus 5 with a Huskar just farming out.
Look at the network parity.
I was gonna like the Kunkka is also really farmed.
They all are. Look, they're all at 10,000. Yeah. S4 really the only lower.
Where like they shouldn't have net worth on these heroes. Like the Kunkka start, the Huskar start was really rough, and yet they're just two of the top 4 net worths, like pretty much all hand in hand. By the way, went for the 4-staff right after the BKB. Yep. Realizing that item is really important against Champer.
I'm with you on Force. I just Pike is just so expensive.
Yeah, if you want to go for the full Pike, that is a big investment.
They're going to move in. There won't be a mech being able to be used by Flying. Look at the Soulbind actually goes back onto him. They're going to throw out a double silence. They're just going to run away. Ravage will be up in 5 seconds. And Whisper, he does use his BKB, and these charges do matter. Like late game, usually, at least we've got the BKB, but they're losing a few of them. Middle lane, they actually want to fight. Huskar has to leave the Roche pit. Here's going to be a bow coming. F4 really popped the Ravage. He doesn't want to commit it too soon. There's going to be a gush coming out. Chris Luck does have his BKB now. They're just going to try to run away. And feels like EG's just baiting out a BKB from Whisper and then from Chris Luck.
They're doing a great job. They have a great read on how Infamous is trying to play this game. They know this is the power spike. They're looking to force an engagement, get kills, and go Roche. And EG, they're not making themselves scarce. They want to ensure Infamous is chasing them, but no intention of team fighting unless they overextend severely.
And they're also constantly putting a chin creep in the pit, so they always know whether or not Huskar is going to try to sneak it. It does go pretty fast. Magic resistance on Roche nowadays is only 50%, so the Burning Spears actually do tick it down pretty fast.
It's just so difficult to fight in the pit as against AA Tide.
Yeah, you can't. That's what I mean. That's why they're like, you just have to be careful at all times on EG that you need to be reacting to the Roche the second it starts, not any later. So like by having that Chen creep, there's just no way EG will not be in position. They do get a nice D ward mid as well. That's a double ward value. Yeah, I guess they accidentally.
And now the Ags on AA.
Oh my god, they actually missed the second ward, by the way. That's a big deal. Sorry, continue.
Ags AA, it doesn't increase the damage, but it means the Frostbite lasts 17 full seconds, so
it's a lot.
If you hit that on the Huskar, he really just can't.
He has to just run away.
Yeah.
He's not there.
Your game is actually over. Like for the 17 seconds you're in. Yeah, it's over.
He is quite squishy.
Look at this damage on Stinger. Will we see a kick in an A? He's throwing out the blast. Will it go beyond over? It will, and that's an Aghanim. He is going down.
I feel like he could have dodged that.
Well,
he saw it on the Kunkka. Like you actually see the ball itself.
You don't.
No, like the actual ball, like not the first throw, but when the ball actually comes out. You do see it.
Whisper. Oh, he fakes out the Ravage, trying to bait out the BKB. Who's going to commit first? They're both just dancing on it. You got to be careful. Arteezy, he does damage, but they know Schofield's here as well. Who else is coming down? It's going to be Hector. There's a full Solar Crest now on the Tidehunter, which is scary.
He's got to be really careful about toggling Radiance in these engagements.
Middle lane now. It's actually going to be Chris Luck. He's used his BKB at Fly as well as Crit plus Sumail trying to bring him down. Do they have detection? They sure do. A Blast is going to fly, and does it hit? Yep, it does, and he's going to probably go down here, especially if this roller does it. Dodges it.
The boat's fading off. He's going to tie to his own boat.
And he will. He goes down. Sumail gets a kill. Now they're chasing extra scope. There is a Shrine. Will he pop it? They do pop it, and there is no A Blast, so Hector, he should have a pretty free time, but Schofield, guess what? He goes down, and Hector, he's all alone. He's like, wait a minute. Uh-oh, this ain't good. They do bring over the Grimstroke, but now Whisper here. Nice double stun coming out. There's going to be the Esports. They put two of them together. There's going to be a Ravage. Oh, no BKBs left. There goes Hector. They need to get Whisper next. He pops his BKB finally after. Will they at least get crit? Whisper wants to, and Whisper, he's still going in. S4 almost goes down, but that feels like the first real bad fight for Infamous there.
You've seen all the damage mitigation Kyle talked about with this armor.
Exactly. Pull the items real quick, Grant, because this is
wait, I'm going to bring this. A lot of damage done here first. A lot of, and we've been talking about this actually. Gold change, not that big, but looting experience, that was a full 6,000. Oh my goodness. Oh God, what am I doing? He died over here. He just got ran at. Yeah.
Can I just say,
I'd love to bring up the items for you now.
Can I say, we all got to hold our breath here. Sumail is at 999 kills right now.
Hold on. He has currently got the record for most kills at TI, and he would be the first player in history to hit 1,000 over the course of history.
One more kill. Get ready. You might need to turn the sound down because we might pop up if he gets.
And there's about a 20% chance Grant will miss it.
Yes. Oh God. Focus, Grant. No pressure. Dude, what if it is just a Husker farming somewhere and the Sumail just snipes him like, oh well, congratulations. And could.
I personally want to see it be like a triple kill with one blast, you know?
That'd be pretty cool.
Blast through it, you know?
All right, he does take the evasion. We've been seeing a few other lifestealers going for the open wounds talent now, but evasion.
Huskar does not want to buy MKB, Slardar does not want to buy MKB, and Kunga does not want to buy MKB, so all three heroes are annoyed by this evasion.
You can feel that because Infamous wasn't able to get the fight they wanted. Like, look at the net worth all of a sudden. EG starting to pull ahead, and this is the danger of going second item BKB on 3 cores. If you can't use them, you all start to fall off, and it neuters your ability to take fights as the game continues, because look at EG's, they have so many stuns, so much AoE magic damage, 5-second BKBs. Like, how does Infamous commit? Like, you need a immediate fight victory, whereas EG, they just want to continue to drag out these engagements until they can counter initiate.
And who needs to make a move now? I mean, neither team really needs to, but I mean, it feels like Radiant might want to get Roche occasionally. You just got to get a pick off into Roche, but look at this. I guess you can't. You're versus a Ravage and 15 seconds plus that AA blast, and they scan it out. They know it's happening. Can they stop it is the question. They're going to try.
Huskar is a hero, like, can't really function without this Aegis at some point.
They're going to run in. He's going to throw out the open wounds. They're going to look for Chris Luck. He will bring himself back. And neither team, they know this fight's big. You lose this fight, you lose Roche, and you lose everything. They're going to roll on forward. But Hector, he has his own 4-staff, makes it out of there.
But he's so low damage right now on this Huskar. Just like no phase, just the brown boots, and no real damage.
He hops in, he's going to jump in. Will they find Hector? They're going to try to. BKB won't have it yet. Comes the A blast flying in. It's not going to hit anyone. It does actually end up hitting with. They're going to jump forward. Arteezy could be in a little bit of trouble. He's already used his ulti. There's going to be a soulbind on the backside. They're just trying to throw as much damage as they can. Arteezy wants to run away. Both will hit on the multiple level. Fly is taking a ton damage. Arteezy might be the first one down. Not quite yet. Fly actually goes down. Now they jump forward. Nice Ravage coming out. Will it be enough? Arteezy's still up. Sumail does get that down. Kill, but he gets a double as well. They roll on board, and EG, they almost team wipe him. 2 buybacks from Nyx and the Grimstroke.
And Sumail hits 1,000 kills in the history of the first player to do so. Congratulations to the young superstar. Not so young anymore, I suppose.
Dude, what a fight, though. It looked like Arteezy actually got interrupted. He couldn't get out his rage. He gets stunned in the middle of it. But then all these BKBs. I want to shout out S4. He's been so patient this game, as you guys talked about. Like, this Ravage means so much. They're going to try to go, and they need to be careful. S4.
EG, they don't need Roche. They just need to make sure that they don't allow Infamous to get Roche. Because to your point, PSG, if you want to win this game, you need Huskar to have an Aegis.
And we see the fight right here again.
And you actually see Tide was silenced by the Grimstroke's Phantom like until the very last moment. And you're talking about the problem with damage on the Huskar. And you see it here. He's amped and he's still hitting for barely any. But yeah, he's been silenced this whole time, gets stunned by the boat, and the silence doesn't get purged by Kraken Shell. So you're just sitting there, gets the Ravage off, right, like you said, very last moment. And that, like the Solar Crest Vlads, makes the difference there.
Yep.
Arteezy living on a sliver of health for the entire duration of that fight.
Dude, I didn't realize if you ulti on Huskar and you do get Ravage, like it just didn't hit, you just get stunned in midair. Doesn't even do the damage.
Yeah, the one thing I will say is, what was I thinking?
Well, I was going to mention, you have to be careful as Arteezy when you infest to initiate.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah, because you could see there, he had preemptively Carapaced, and there's no way at Lifestealer to like hop out, because the Radiance tick happens immediately, right?
It's
and
the
then,
infest tick that gets you.
Oh yeah, exactly. The infest damage actually procs on Carapace,
Yeah.
so you take a ton of self damage, and then all of a sudden you are obviously stunned in the middle of the map.
Yeah, it's really annoying to play against Nyx, like even if you are invested in somebody, like even if you're playing right-click Lifestealer, because you have to be very careful, like you said, like if you mess that up, and right there he kind of did mess it up, but his team was with him, behind him, like ready to back him up, so.
You kind of want to turn Radiance off when you infest, but it's counterintuitive, right?
Yeah.
Goodbye.
It's really annoying, right? Like, it's just not fun. But at the same time, you do scale way harder on Radiance Lifestealer than you do on the right click. So that means that's like, with this item build that he's going, he is really their only late gamer. Like, Sumail's kind of like an anti-carry in this game. Like, he makes it really hard.
Scale so hard. Look at his talents.
But I'm saying he doesn't
to.
carry the game. He, like, makes the other team not carry the game.
I want that level 20, the level 25.
Yeah.
Both of them are insane, but the AoE cold feet is like absolutely absurd. Especially against all these melee.
Is it viable to go the Ice Blast kill threshold against a hero like Huskar?
Yes.
Is that a thing?
But I don't know, man.
Cold
they're
feet
both
Cold
great.
feet's pretty insane.
And
7-second cooldown.
Look
too.
at the W now gives plus 38% magic damage as well because of the talent.
Yeah, that's
for
a
it.
lot.
That's a lot. That is indeed a lot.
Yeah, and when you have an Earth Spirit, you have Spirit Vessel, you got Lifestealer, like tons of AoE magic damage.
So it is a 5K lead for EG. Chris Luck, we see him. He's going for that dataless. Huskar on the other side of things going for that assault Kiris now. Doesn't even finish it. He just puts the Ogrex away. He's like, I'm not getting you. Sorry.
I will say though, Huskar goes late game a lot better than I think people give him credit for. And especially, again, the level 25 talent, Burning Spear's pure damage. That's a ton of damage. Holy crap. I think you've got to be a little cautious on EG. You've played great so far, but I want to see them steadily start to put a little more gas into this game, because just sitting back and farming, I'm not comfortable with that if I'm an EG fan. Because
do you just want to go whenever Ravage is up, kind of go, or?
I would just like to see them like get aggressive on the map, like fight around objectives, and it looks like that's exactly what they're going to do now that they have the BKB on the Tidehunter. Because you are stronger, you will win a fight at this point.
Quiz question for Kyle without looking. How many
Oh, nice job.
How many
by Whisper.
auras does Infamous have amongst their 5 heroes?
I'm going to go with the 0.
They have literally 0 if you look at all their heroes.
Yeah.
And the difference maker, like they are building AC on the Huskar, but you have AC on the Lifestealer, you have Vlad's, you have the mech in the is it the Grieve? No, it is the mech though. And you have the Spirit Vessel that's, even though it's not like an aura, it's like it makes it harder for somebody to play the game. There's so many more team items.
It's a huge advantage at this point. Like just Vlad's AC is 14 armor shift in a fight. Like that's insane. Not counting Solar Crest, the life mech, the Chen heal. Exactly. There's just so much innate sustain on this EG lineup.
Here we go.
I'm not a huge fan of the Slardar build, by the way. He went for the Echo Saber, which is like, he just have 3 carries now, which I don't like.
And here we go. There's going to be a big fight going on. Stinger's actually going to step downhill. Crit. We'll see him. Roshan hasn't gone down quite yet. There's going to be a boat. He's going to freeze. So they're going to jump forward. Arteezy does get it. Here comes the A blast. He's going to whisper. He's going to go down immediately, blown up. And I mean, you had to do something there, and they tried, but it looked like about half second too late.
I've played a lot of Slardar in my life. AA is such an impossible matchup.
Do they have detection? Sure do. There's the dust. Ewell's into the air as well. He'll get frozen, and they're just going to right-click him on down. There's another roll. Right-click into it.
Huh, Ewell doesn't purge cold feet, huh? That's interesting.
It was aggro Ewell's.
Oh, it was aggro Ewell's. Oh, okay. I was confused about that for a second.
And now this one is great. It's funny, gold lead actually went down from EG because they were farming the map, but you've got an Aegis, and Arteezy, he just doesn't care. He's like, I got the Aegis, I am God mode right now. Instantly hitting the tier 3.
And you just don't have damage on Infamous anymore to kill this Lifestealer. You got the evasion talent too, so
48 armor with the Solar Crest down.
That's a lot.
50% evasion.
Chris Luck. He's right now, they run forward, but Stinger has a 4-step.
You need a Huskar MKB, but he's got honestly too many utility items. Like when you have to go BKB and Force and Halberd, like you don't hit that peak timing. It's near 35 minutes into the game. He's yet to finish a true damage item.
They were thinking, they're like, do we finish this? I guess. They'll run back in. And that's a full set of racks down. You still have the Aegis as well on Lifestealer, who's getting close to level 25. What do we got? Anything big that could just like shift this game right now? Slardars, you talked about, has to get the MKB even though it doesn't feel great. You just need damage.
Yeah, everyone needs MKB if you want to do damage on exits.
Another huge item coming out from Earthsphere when he gets it is the Lotus Orb against Slardar specifically. Like, it's just another armor item. It's another item that makes it even harder to kill targets in general. Like, whoever you focus, they're going to be, like, they're going to remove the amp. You're not going to be able to use any direct target abilities on them. Like, it's just super annoying.
And I like what EG's doing here. They're going to kill Tower, kill Bottom Shrine. I expect maybe the next round of items they'll pick up, they can look to just go high ground once again. They are in an incredibly strong position.
Yeah, you talked about you didn't want to slow down. Guess what? They take one fight, and now they have a full racks. They just smoked up and did their thing.
I don't think Pro Dota works when you have 3 heroes dealing right-click damage. Like, that's what Infamous has. Like, you'd much rather have, like, mixed damage, like you have the Lifestealer plus AA, and then you have a bunch of auras.
I don't mind the, I just think you need somebody to be more selfless, right? Somebody's got to build the team items.
That's what I mean.
You have all this physical damage. You need a Vlad. You need an AC, and obviously the Huskar has that, but he's the one I think you want to have itemizing for true right click, and he's got the only team that exists.
You have a Lifestealer versus Huskar.
Oh, he gets silenced, so he can't X himself back. There will be Eagles in there. Here comes the A blast. It will end up hitting S4 the kill, though. And now they're going to try to bring down this tower. There will be a buy. This could be the last fight. Soulbind just going to go out. They force him over, trying to get him connected to S4, but he just stays here. He does not care. He has an Aegis. He doesn't mind dying. Oh my goodness, Hector taking a lot of damage. He knows the Ice Blast isn't up quite yet, though. S4 just right-clicking Arteezy, though, wants to kill Hector. The Basher hit as well. Right-click after right-click. Here comes the Ravage. It does only end up hitting one, but it is on the Slaughter. It's a pretty big target. Hector still getting run down by Arteezy. Arteezy gets pushed back a little bit. Whisper now doing a ton of damage on the right side. Titus with the man so much armor. There goes Stinger. They're just all dying to the AoE damage you talked about. And there's the GG's called. And oh my goodness, a bloodbath near the end. And I mean, a very active on the left from both sides. We see Infamous played the same game they've been playing, right? We're going to run around, and the Huskers just going to farm the jungle, get a lot. So why didn't it work this game? Was it the 3 carries you talked about?
He too. Does he?
Yeah.
Okay, he does. So they're going to swap it up.
Right? I guess because they just saw the situation where the other lane wasn't any good for UR.
Didn't they have Chen though? Yeah, they had Chen. So to me, it feels like they were saying, okay, the other lane would just be as bad anyways.
25 seconds for 3-3's TPs. It's like, can we just hit neutrals or something? Oh, yo. Kill that, and then the arrow. Oh, Soxa. All right.
So the opening leashed up.
Good call, runs in the wave.
Right in the trees. Afu going to try and keep him alive, but Monet will eventually be brought down. Lanham looking to finish this one off,
Oh,
though.
the miss micro. Oh, let's go back.
Moves back forward, gets the kill. Man, Soxa just really
standing
putting
there.
Hurt on.
Yeah. He only Fairy Fire and a stick though, but he wants to try and pressure for this rune. And it's only level 1 Shadow Poison. Maybe thinking about it here from Afu, he's like, oh, maybe I can do something. They're kind of low. Oh, I'm just gonna feed.
Oh, arrow. Yeah, he's gonna go down.
Well, Soxa, what was that? KS right there.
He's got to get his support working, right?
Yeah. Typical.
He's got the bottle now. Still, lane's looking pretty good for RNG. I think that this is the best that you could have hoped for them. Lina against the OD in the mid lane. Things looking relatively even. Lina a little bit ahead of Fada.
Should be Lina favored, really. I think that OD can do that, like, punishes her that hierarchy, but all the other heroes he's good versus. Lina just sort of like that dominant laner that should do well versus everyone.
You know, we always talk about like the TP versus TP thing, but the other interesting part of all this is that you have, after the TP, the chance to find a kill onto somebody.
Yes, exactly.
And then they have to walk back to lane. And that happening early to Slark is probably one of the big deciding factors of why it is the way it is right now.
But then Monet too, right? Like,
yeah,
he's jungling now with 30 second cooldown. I think he's done. He's got his points in the acid spray, and he's like, all right, guys, I need something. Someone else just go take the lane. And Skywrath Mage, a good hero for that. Is he doing the Atos rush? It seems to be not doing the nulls. I've seen two strats from the Skywrath players these days. They go straight straight Atos or the null spam.
Okay. Yeah, that spell amp, I mean, it adds up over time if you get enough of them. Which obviously just the mana pool that you get from having all those no talismans.
Plus, they look cool.
Yeah.
You're just like, yeah, I don't even need real items. I just buy 4 nulls. It's a fun build.
But I think that he wants to scale. This is definitely a game where Lanham could get huge, and just because it's become like a huge problem for an IP.
Now, the problem though with the Atos build is that you have to. Mostly because he's against the Slayer. The boots are good, but you want to as much catch as possible.
Look at that. Monet tanked the arrow so that way Soxa can't come in and steal it.
It's getting a lot of free XP though on Soxa.
Yeah. Already level 5. Goes in, steals away a couple of those creeps as well. Not bad, not bad. Leap, chase. They've got the courier on him. 3 stacks so far.
He actually hit. Oh yeah, he almost got the troll.
Close. He's such a problem.
Yeah, he's a real nuisance.
It's really annoying.
Hey, he's trying to put down some stats. He's like, where's this guy's ward? Like, how is he just juking everything? Like, nah.
All right, Afu, you gotta be careful.
Soxa!
Oh my god, are you kidding me? Oh, he's going for this one. You know it. He's charges.
Oh no, he's playing super safe.
All right, well, it might be the death of him nonetheless. They got the heal now. Another round of the Starfall, and not gonna get him. Still. Big plays from the Mirana.
Yeah, if he goes for that, he probably almost certainly dies. And then he's just saying, you know what? If I stay alive, Al can't farm here. If I die for that, Al keeps farming.
And the whole time, like, Ace is now able to pressure this tower.
Yeah, Sox is just going to pull the wave. He's cosplaying as a treant. Pulling it out with some nature profit strats, rather.
This is some of the best support Mirana has seen.
That I would agree with. Someone's TP just got canceled. Omni started at bottom, but then canceled it.
Coming in now from Afu. Trying to keep the pressure on, keep this catapult alive, see if they can finish off the tier 1 tower. You can finish this one off.
For a deny at this point.
Oh, and they don't even get it.
Yeah, Monet almost timed with catapult.
Arrow connects, he walked into it.
Yeah, I don't think you can, no one else is there, buddy.
Whatever. I wanted to see the jump. Just run at him. Assert dominance.
Yeah, this has been amazing play from Fada, or from Soxa rather. So I was so used to the Fada Mirana. Well, you're all right too. I mean, 45-11. You got Lina starting to move into the jungle a little bit though, and she's got a 300 gold edge on the OD. So good start here from Setsu. Wants to get his Yules, trying to start rotating around, pick up some clarity, start farming the jungle, and up top you're gonna have the helm on 3-3. Not an item we get all too often anymore, but Beastmaster's still very potent with it. So they've got Roar into Arrow here. Stanley's to boot. Sox is just going to freehand it because he's feeling himself.
Flyby does have...
Flyby should theoretically not get roared, right? He has phase boots. He knows Beastmaster's trying to. Okay.
Oh, this is a nice play, though. Heavenly Grace, status resistance built up. Meanwhile, the battle beginning as they get ready for these bounty runes. Soxa gonna leap down to the low ground. RNG should be able to secure him. But something to watch for this movement from the Hawk. They've got to keep their eyes on it.
At bottom, he got leashed, and then he was able to disrupt Ace and then take both bounty runes. Huge. You got the Alpha on your team.
Much needed. haven't really talked all that much about Fada yet, as that mid lane is pretty even across the board, leaning a little bit ahead. But this is the type of game where, you know, playing against an Omni, you can potentially just take over once you get enough farm. And already off to a decent start, double Natali, the power treads. They're gonna pressure up here and try and take down this tier 1 tower. Having that helm of the Dominator, taking over the creep. It's all good stuff.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
So Ace is getting a lot though. I mean, it's, you see the Alex 1300 head, but you're like, oh yeah, that's an Alchemist. Like, this is a Slark who is really farmed, and we'll have his Midas pretty early. Already has the phase, has the wand, playing very aggressively.
I mean, is this a game where he's going to be able to kind of take over, do you think?
It's not a crazy snowball Slark game at this point, because he's not, you know, he doesn't have like those 4 or 5 kills or something like we have with the UR Animage, but yeah, he's going to have a good game. More than likely, unless he just starts like dying. But should have a BKB on the earlier end, perhaps after that defusal, to try and deal with the Sky.
Light Shadow, Roar jumps, Ace is there. Dude, that happened so quick. And the TP actually going to be canceled as well.
Had to. It was perfectly timed with that arrow. It just happened to be. But it didn't matter. He was just at the shrine on the other side anyway.
Radiant's
so
bottom tower
not a very fair TP.
Well, NIP going to continue the pressure now. Tier 1 tower mid going to be the next objective. They've got the Hawk back behind.
Setsu's glyphing. He's still playing down bottom. He hasn't rotated here.
In some trouble as well. They've got the banishment. He's coming out and a second arrow connects even with the status. He's able to time it correctly. They just blow up Flyby. PPD does go down to Setsu, but NIP are not stopping the push.
That was a good kill on the Warlock though, because maybe that allows them to defend this here. If they can clear it with Setsu, he's just waiting for the mana. That's the thing that's holding him back right now. He's only got 1 Dragon Slave. And then he exits the deny.
Takes the tower. NIP. I mean, and I think the majority of this is just this Beastmaster who's had a really good start so far, and it's kind of able to be that constant push that goes. Like,
it's the Beast and it's the Mirana.
Yeah.
They got a perfect first Moonlight Shadow. Soxa forced the Alchemist in the top half of the map where there wasn't really that much there, and he couldn't be involved in any sort of engagements at the bottom after that. And now this is going to be the big difference between what happened last game for Alliance and Newbie versus what's going to happen now, because they've taken those tier 1 towers much earlier. Now, UR was able to recover. They still lose this game, but he's able to recover. He's a 16-minute Radiance. With Monet not able to really play that top part of the jungle, you've got to expect that this Radiance is probably going to be a little bit later, as they're going to keep putting it on here. They have the arrow, waiting for it here. Got a couple good eyes here.
They broke the smoke. They broke the smoke. They know. Soxa gotta be careful. Arrow dodged away just but the last second. Afu is still there as a defensive option if they need it.
He's just holding it. He's saying, I don't want to drop this thing down, because I don't think they can contest either way.
Lanham, he's moved into position now as well, but they just don't have any lockdown. They don't have any team fight. These heroes of RNG don't do anything.
Yep. And now you're gonna have the wards being placed down here from NIP. Try and secure this top jungle. Already got that good one up on the high ground.
The slow, steady push and holding on to that Warlock ulti like you're talking about. I mean, I don't know, it feels like even when they're pushing down these towers and making moves around the map, you're still getting like tons of farm on this Mirana, which is almost ahead of the Omni Knight right now. And this is with an Alchemist in the game.
Yeah, Lanham's gonna go for a play down bottom. He gets the solo kill on Soxa. That is the power of the Skywrath Mage. He just walked out of the trees, concussive, Ancient Zeal ulti. Done. And that's why you see the Atos build, not the Nulls, because the Nulls you really only need for the Arcane.
PPD gonna go down as well. So 2 quick kills by RNG, and suddenly they're back in it. They lose towers, but able to take a couple heroes with them.
They're still in the danger zone, though. Alchemist is still going to get a pretty good timing on the Radiance, because I think they had some stacks down there, too, while he was firing. Even though he's locked into 1 camp, or rather one of the triangles on that dire side in there, it is still an Alchemist.
And the bounty runes help with that as well.
Yeah, very true. They're well positioned.
Dire's middle tower is under
It's made time though.
Yeah, he gets a couple though. That's the Radiance completed.
Yeah, they'll get to 2 and 2.
I'll take that.
3-3. I believe this is going to be the
Radiant's
almost
bottom
completed
tower is
Spirit
under
Vessel.
attack.
Or, excuse me,
Radiant
Solar
structures
Crest for
are
3-3.
fortified.
Yeah, just missing the ult.
He's feeling good about it.
Radiant's bottom tower
That does open up Roche for them if they want to take it with just the medallion. Don't really need to be worried about that much team fight on the side of RNG, although maybe the Radiance Rain in there could be a bit of a problem.
Yeah, it's a bit of a tough call because it's like we Roche there right now. We're still getting some of that breathing room to be honest. It might have been that they've just seen the Radiance and they're like, okay, Radiance is up already anyway. There's no point fighting him right now. We have to try and kill him before the next item. So put this Aegis onto our probably OD. Oh, never mind. But at least Slax. He's going to Fusel.
Yeah.
It will show my eyes.
Fusel first for Ace after that Midas. Won't have it if they want to go immediately.
Oh no, this can be up on that. Okay. I'm fine with that too, especially because he's going Blink. It can go either way. It's like, okay, well, our stuff's going Diffusal, so like, doesn't have a defensive item yet. We want to give him Aegis, but our Fada's just going straight Blink. So he also is not going to have a very good defensive item after this Veil, rather.
Afu, like dead meat here, just getting eaten up by the axes as well as by the boars. Flyby there to save his buddy though. NIP, they do have an opening if they want to go for some type of Aurora play, but not going to opt to go for it. It is pretty bold to take the Beastmaster with the Mirana into an Omni Knight, but that hard to spell.
Yeah, it can be a bit tough.
Chase down, trying to fight. RNG willing to go into this, even though there is an Aegis on the OD. And well, Ace pummels into land, does a good bit of damage, draining that mana with the Diffusal Blade. With that, it looks like they're going to back out again. Monet's still farming.
He can't fight on Sky once he loses that mana.
Yeah. Well, they've got great vision. Oh, Flyby's in trouble. Arrow goes out, able to connect. Still the status distance working. The roar comes out afterwards. But the save from Afu up on the high ground. They see him here, but the Warlock ulti going to connect onto two. Not bad. Also not necessarily amazing.
Well, what happened was that they tried doing the exact same thing with the Shadow Demon before. Like when Afu got gone on, they could have golemed, they could have killed him and then started pushing into the tower. But instead NIP pulled back because they want a better target than that. They don't want this like Shadow Demon 300 gold buyback or whatever.
Yeah.
They're going to be pushing the tower with this golem. They'd rather just get a kill on something like the Omni Knight instead.
But are they even to get the tower for free? Oh, Yule Scepter. That's pretty nice. The catch, interrupting.
The arrow just helping to give him some space.
Yeah, but like you see Omni Knight suddenly back up again, and now RNG looking like they maybe want to chase here. Fada's completely away from the rest of his team, and in no man's land, he's going to get caught out. That's Aegis down, and RNG suddenly in a really good position to take this catch for the kill on Fada.
They got an arrow in the back line though. Oh, Ace too slow on the right clicks.
And completely discombobulated. Afu slipping through this one.
Uh-oh.
Ace needs to run away. This TP moving in. Setsu wants to take him down. Does have the chase. They've got a light strike right in a second. Who are they going to find? Don't get anybody as of yet. Still the chase coming from RNG as Monet is there. Ace is running over an observer ward. Slowed down yet again, but the continued lift up. There it is. Yule Scepter up on the high ground, finding the kill. RNG eating up NIP.
Yeah, discombobulated, as he said. Perfect way to put it. The positioning there, we had half the heroes on the right side of the tower, the other half on the left. And you had Fada and Soxa just sort of split there, and Soxa's fine with that. Because he's got survivability, he's got mobility stuff going on there, and Fada, once he got Yule's up though, I think they tagging him and he couldn't really find a blink, and then he's trapped next to them. So things got a little bit dicey there. I don't mind them trying to stay for that tower, because they had the big spells, right? They still had Sanities. I mean, I know you're missing the Golem, but...
Yeah, they didn't have Roar either.
Yep.
That was... Yeah, but it's tough.
They need the BKB on the Slark, so then there's going to be the BKB on the Alk, but that's not the scariest item on the Alk, it's the one after that.
Right. Well, it's sort of that weird moment, right, of like, our team is super strong late game, but we're also strong right now, so let's try and fight. But it's not like the time when they're at their strongest. It just happens that they had a really good early game too.
Nice Shadow here.
Roar comes out, stomp, follow the jump, get the catch, not for the kill though, and Setsu able to live through it. They're running these guys down. The ulti onto Ace, so still trying to chase. God, this upheaval is just really annoying to deal with.
That was almost the most insane combination
If 3-3 had just made that play, he just roared the Mirana, or roared the Lina, and while they're killing her, he stomped the Omni so that he couldn't Heavenly Grace. If they had have killed her, that would have been crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, I know the guy's got really good micro, but holy.
Now, unfortunate, they had more friends.
Yeah.
Dire structures.
Well, 20 minutes in, 1,000 gold lead.
This Lina. He's got bots, blinkules.
I mean, have they made enough space for Monet at this point, in your opinion?
Yeah, I think it's all about this Ace BKB. They need to win that fight so hard when he has it, because the Blink Dagger's going to be up from Monet soon, and to me, that's the really scary item on this hero. You get 15, you get the health, the blink, you just go.
DPD caught, some trouble. All of these saves that they've got on the team, but that means that OD doesn't have a save for himself. Monet chases forward, got him caught. The Radiance Burn is enough for the kill.
The amp.
Oh, save your buddy syndrome. Not what you want to see at this point in time. They do buy back on Warlock to come in for the ultimate, but it is doing nothing at this stage. No. RNG, they have everybody except for the Shadow Demon, and now they have the stun on the Soxa, rooted up, killed off. Another round from RNG.
Oh, the Alchemist, the hero. That spell amp with the Alch is actually so sick. He's like getting destroyed by that Radiance when he's the Ancient Seal on top of him. Oh, this guy's so good. What a hero. He's got his issues, sure. He's a very class candidate. I do. Watching this guy do well, I'm not gonna lie. Yeah. But I mean, there's a reason why he's not super popular.
It was a really good game for it here as well. Like, that's part of the reason. Some of those other ones. So the mass blink daggers, this is something that people always talk about when you mention blink initiators, is the fact that you get a couple of them and it starts to add up. The relative value for traditional item goes higher and higher. Monet blinks in, stuns, can follow up by Lina getting there very quickly afterwards.
Yeah. It's also, though, one of those things where if you get the jump as the enemy team, it's punishable, because they have all this gold invested in mobility that some fights you can't actually use, and it's not in stats, but they don't have that problem at the moment. He has the plus 50 damage now for sieging the buildings, didn't take the health, not worried about the first damage clearly, or making some more room for his ultimate. I see the stats resist, or the Heavenly Grace, right, for the bonus strength. So again, another good reason that he doesn't feel like he needs it, like our Alch in the previous game. Ace here has a hop, skip, jump away.
So, how do you rate this answer of the Omni Knight in this this game? Like, a lot of people are saying, okay, if Mirana becomes so core, we're just going to start seeing Omni Knight now. But do you like it here?
I like it because they have the Lina, like double stun other cores.
Stop! Oh, good interrupt, but it's not enough. He tried to catch there, but when status resistance just wasn't there.
Yeah, I think it's just all about like the team that's around the Omni. I mean, we've seen some pretty bad Omni. It's true. Not a quick one. It's a Warlock without ulti, but it's still a Warlock. Free gold going the way of Flyby. She does need, because that's one of the problems with the Omni as a core hero, is that he's firing it up.
Feels like Soxa has been nursing this acronyms for a while to get it finished off.
Yeah, I thought he almost had it a while back.
Yeah, a couple deaths here there. I mean, he's only had 2 so far. Let's make things a little bit tough. It is the BKB coming out now for Ace.
Yeah, but look how Setsu is to Eggs.
I know. That's the problem.
Oh, man.
That damage.
It allows it to slice through spell immunity. I love that description.
I mean, the thing, too, is, like, already Ace has been going for this build that's, you know, aimed at being that long duration damage type of thing, but Setsu can just, like, burst him when he gets this level 18, which is about to have.
If he gets, all right, if he's level 18 right now with Aghanims, he'll be doing 942 pure damage.
Right.
Let me just click on this Slark health pool here. Well, it's approximately 1,580 there, guys.
Yeah.
So NA math, but that's more than half. In fact, it's quite a bit more than half.
The other thing about that is that this is before the spell amp talent, which I'm assuming Setsu is going to go this game. Yeah, it's crazy.
Radiant's top tower.
It's going to be very hard to deal with.
Bounty positioning there from NIP to at least get 2 of them. But that's an extra goal for the squad coming out on RNG.
So what's the play then for NIP in this one? Do you need to play more pickoff oriented, like just avoid team fights? You've got a Warlock. It feels like you should be able to team fight, right?
One would think so.
Yeah.
How do you initiate these? I guess OD, what's his BKB status? Almost done. That's another big item. It's all about these BKBs. Even though it's annoying with the Lina and her Aghanims, it's still like vast majority magic damage. If you were in this game right now and you had your little Dota Plus thing up in the top left and it's like physical, pure, magical, it's like 70 or 80% magical, I think, right now, if you're one of these Radiant heroes, right? You've got the Skywrath, all magical. You got the Lina, who's been all magical up until this Aghanim. And then you got the Alchemist, who's mostly magical too. Shadow Demon. It's a lot.
They got her. In a little bit of trouble maybe here. Does have a Yule Scepter. Setsu. Do they have any lockdown? Gonna Warlock ulti, but the Yule Scepter and the blink away. Where are my tips? Where are my tips?
Yeah, the team really slacking here, RNG.
Unreal.
I feel like if I was on NIP, I'd tip her after no one else did. I'd be like, yo, what's wrong with you guys?
Well, that is a missed opportunity if ever saw one. They had just finished off their Mirana Ags as well. That one completed. And right now, RNG just gonna run brazenly through the jungle, try and push down this tier 2 tower. At the same time, there's gonna be some foot pushing coming from the Golem. Gotta make use of it here by PPD. And off to the side, they found 3-3. Catch forward, killing them off. Setsu making the play.
Yeah, destroying. Good ward place there, just outside that Radiant Sentry. That's what scared them out.
And he's just going. He's just doing it. Think this guy cares?
I don't think he does. And we have a Spear Vessel, right? Well, we're not, I mean, even then, not very good versus an Omni plus the ultimate, right? There's so many dispels, just like basic and then the hard.
Dodges away, still hitting the tower, tier 3 about to be taken. With the acid spray down, Monet's still feeling comfortable, has his ultimate available if he wants to use it now. Bata.
It's playing like he has an Aegis.
Kind of weird their disruption as Ace walked up to him to try and get a couple hits off. It's a buyback from the Beastmaster, but they already got the tier 3 tower.
Yep, and now they're gonna go Roche.
Oh man, RNG just doing everything that they need to.
So they should be centering and warding the Shrine right now, I think, and starting to prep for Roche.
What a monster.
But they don't have any left on Afu, so I guess they were too worried about buybacks or something.
Yeah, I guess you could be worried about like a smoke out or something. Now seeing Fata mid, they're going to be less concerned about that spread out farm. Apparently just disrupting himself. Jarafu. Well, Trent, 10,000 net worth lead.
Yeah, it's an Alchemist, so it's not, you know, it's not, we always say it, but I mean, he's really far ahead right now.
Well, he's crazy. Backline, Ace looking for an opening there, but he just ran to the whole team. And they're like, yeah, the Alk was literally just there alone.
Yeah, that was kind of terrifying. There's a sentry there under Soxa, but there's no vision. Oh, there we go. He's got the vision now.
Forward, find their man. Luna Blade instantly blows him up, and now the chase forward for more.
Oh man, if he had buyback. Actually fightable now that Laguna's down, but they can't. I guess the Golem's not back up for 5 anyway.
I don't know, Golem with Fatal Bonds and Mirana?
Oh, there's no Golem.
That really hurts. Oh no, they found another Ace run! Setsu! He found him! Oh, what a baller.
There's not nearly enough tips this game. So many good moments.
RNG.
Dude, that was sick. 5-0-3 for Setsu. Oh, the team, they're like the rabbit. There we go, Monte, my boy. I mean, he's the guy who's got the cash. He should be handing out the tips.
True enough. RNG, after what's been definitely a somewhat disappointing group stage, they're showing up here against NIP. Gonna throw out a stun, possibly? No, not yet. Still have the Heavenly Grace there. Immediately takes it off. Ace still dead. 25 seconds, and it looks like RNG are gonna head back. Finally secure that Roche, or maybe just wait for somebody to TP in.
Finally secure. But yeah, they will eventually get the Roche. They're gonna take down the Shrine first.
Yeah. He bought him. Landon gonna pick that one up.
At least one bounty taken by Soxa.
Hit something there. They do have the Sacred Arrow cooldown for the Mirana here. Those Aghanims and the Medallion.
It was not the snowbally Slark they needed this game. Maybe the Aegis should have gone to the Slark after that fight. I don't know. I guess that fight was just really the big decider, right? Because that was all their momentum. They're snowballing, and you got the Aegis, then you go for that tier 2, and crazy how bad fights like that can just destroy you. But that's kind of one of these lineup things where it's like, how many fights does X lineup need to win or whatever? But I mean, we're still waiting on the big engagement because unless I'm crazy, we got a 10-seconder on an OD and a 10-seconder on a Slark.
And it looks like RNG want to make that happen right now. Getting ready for this fight. They walk forward, find Ace right at the start. There's going to be the follow-up there. Just completely destroys a lot. Hold the up though. Now following PKB, they're trying to pin him down. Going to get secondary stun. Ace making it hit onto Setsu. They get the combo out there. Fada trying to run away. They buy back already on the Mirana, but there's the bash that they needed as they find the kill.
Why did Ace stop chasing Setsu?
You know,
things got a little confusing there.
Yeah.
That was like ideal scenario. It can't go much better than that for NIP, I don't think. They dump a ton of spells onto your Slark and he gets off his ulti and then his BKB. Able to survive, start putting out the damage. They got the golem down. They got their BKBs off. So you lose that fight and you're like, oh, we're in real trouble.
He ain't lying, man.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
19,000 net worth lead for Royal Never Give Up. They are going to take down this Aegis. So give it to Monet. Give it to somebody.
Radiant's top tower.
He's got to keep that streak alive, dude. He almost lost it.
That's true. 503. Having a really good game. Yeah, I don't know. The fights just seem so hard for NIP to take right now.
Well, they couldn't really kill Flyby before. Yeah. And now he has the cheese and his Lotus and the Force Staff. Make sure that Ace can't just target him down.
He's having about half mana pool right now. More than enough just to cast Heavenly Grace on Monet and then back him up. All right, Setsu. Monet gonna cover his other core by just jumping, and they blow up immediate buyback. All right, are they in too far? RNG, can they get punished? Arrow connects onto the range creep. Oh, it was like the Secret Service jumping in front of President Monet. It's Ace. Tries to get the jump away yet again. Going to be the melee barracks going down. RNG, they have the fatal bonds onto 4. It's a good time to fight if they can catch him. BKB already out from Ace. The chase coming. They get the roar onto 1. They still under control. They get the connection to the arrow. Also into Setsu, but the Heavenly Grace is there. Saving a life yet again. Leap away, but not enough. As Ace is going to eventually have to run. Vanish with the leap happening. And, well, that's the end of the barracks.
Yep. Sound the alarm here, guys. You got 1 left.
They'll never give up. Feeling in firm control, not afraid of anything.
I don't think he should be.
They have Golem again. That's probably the last moment that they're waiting for here. A Fatal Bonds would hit onto all 4.
They have Sandy's now too. It was also on CD.
But they don't have the Mirana. They don't have that other form of control. Setsu walking over. Who are they going to find? Ace trying to get to him, but he can't quite get in range. The quick blink away. Again, no creeps to soak up Fatal Bonds, so it would just be on RNG heroes at this stage.
Here comes Ace.
Starting the fight. Ace just gone. The Warlock ulti, it's down to all of them. The buyback comes in, but the Fatal Bonds was already off. It had worn off by that stage. They kill off the Golem. Wants to run in. Silence. BKB chase forward, but there's going to be the bash onto the OD and the duration of his BKB.
Oh, Slark's just purged.
It's going to all come out.
Just walking around.
The combo now onto Beastmaster. Ace is not able to stick onto a target. Lanham just running away. They have imprisonment as well. Lift him onto OD. Fada's going to go down. The 2 supports take care of Ace as the game is good and RNG take number 1.
Oh, man, that purge absolutely ruined him too. Jeez, the BKBs, I was thinking like, maybe that's it. That could be the answers they get. And no.
2.5 seconds. Suddenly, that's just enough damage mid to late game with a +1 to kill him. And last game it was the opposite with Tide, where Tide does not die to a Nyx +1, and that's a big difference this game. They did pick the same hero last game, but I feel Nyx is much more impactful in this one.
It's a very difficult Sanking game. I hate playing against Kunkka if I'm Sanking, and I hate playing against Slardar because your invis is not really effective. The escape mechanism's not really useful against the X. It's a tough game to play. I'm curious to see how he'll itemize. I wouldn't mind like him just like skipping Blink and playing similar to the Tide, just going phase and running in with a bunch of stat items.
Ooh, that might have been Hector going down, but Schofield tanks the roll, and we do got a 3v3 lane again, which you guys talked about, right? That's pretty good for Infamous for Whisper, at least. Not the tri-lane specifically, but Slardar doesn't lose many 1v1s, right?
No, he does
Not against mid lane.
This is a Wraith King tri-lane, though, as you can see. You're going to just triple stun.
Much different than a Huskar tri-lane.
Yes.
Yesterday we talked about, Kyle, you said the best way to deal with Infamous and Hector is by targeting Hector.
Yep.
And EG is clearly trying to do that.
Oh, yeah. You don't give the most efficient player in a tournament, like, total free farm.
We're going to see it roll in again. They're going to go find the AA, but there's going to be the cold feet. Nice stun coming out once again from Schofield. Crit's looking to give up first blood right here, and he will. Stinger gets the kill. 289 gold for him. Hector taking a lot of damage, but he's got the healing salve and 5 tangos.
You got to be a little more careful on EG. It's near impossible to get aggressive until you have more levels.
And look at already again. Throw the stun out and take some damage.
They did nerf Wraith King stun level 1.
True.
So it is a little less potent. They are going to go on him a third time. Maybe this is the charm. Looks like it is not. He is low, though. He has no stick charges. He does not have enough mana for a stun. Does have a lot of tangos left. Meanwhile, top lane looks like pretty much just a trade between the two heroes.
Mid lane, though, Sumail already ahead of the Kunkka, and he'll be able to control runes already with the bottle, right? Is that what he just picked up, or is it Wraith?
Just a Wraith ban.
Because the thing about SF against Kunkka is like you actually just dominate this matchup, and whenever SF has a clean 1v1 like this, you feel good.
He's going to get right-clicked a decent amount right here. He's going to wreck blood. He does have a healing salve, and he'll pop it. Whisper ends up getting a kill actually solo on S4.
And that's Slardar for you.
Yep. And there's the tip on his own team.
The problem with against Slardar, you realize you're dead 10 seconds before you're dead.
Yeah.
You realize I can't trade with this guy, and I can't run away from this guy, and then you just die. And it's over the course of 2 sets of volleys of bashes.
Yep, the Hellers. We got the creep pull from Radiant. Infamous doing pretty good down here right now.
I was reading this. Oh, hang on. I was reading this thing about how like mega games go casual throughout their lifespan and it inevitably ruins them.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, Dota is doing the exact opposite, and I love it. We just remove RNG. We make the game more skill-based as time goes on. Bashing used to just be like a complete RNG, whereas now there's skill involved.
Gank gonna come middle. Schofield will get the stun. Here comes Crit. Does he have a roll? He kicks the boulder off. He's gonna go for Chris Luck. There's the raise. Gets the kill. He will hit him. Get that Orb of Venom hit, but that should be the end of that. And double 4 rotations coming middle.
He didn't go for the Tidebringer on a creep. He hit the SF directly, which might have made the difference.
SF, this position feels so good to play. Double Wraith, full falls already. Oh, wow.
They're going to move forward. They're going to look for the Shadow Beam once more. Hector actually goes down bottom line. Bet from isn't that, but Sumail, he's going to go down here as well. Chris Luck gets the kill.
Sumail's kind of laughing right now. He thinks to himself, I just got ganked mid once. I just got ganked again. He actually waited until I was...
What's this guy doing here, man?
Why is he here?
I don't understand.
You guys are winning on the other lanes, right? That's a question.
And it looks like...
Dude, I remember switched to off lane primarily because
he was so sick of that.
He's like, I can't deal with this anymore. I just want a 1v1.
I totally forgot about Sumail off lane.
Yeah. A lot of,
I think
it was forgettable.
Yeah.
I remember, oh god, some Underlord games. Those were fun.
You know, their Lord's the type of hero Sumail likes to play lane
Again, Schofield, he's TPing on. He has the level 2 stun instead of the level 2 carapace this time too. There's gonna right click and Sumail, he's gonna go down here, it looks like. Schofield picks up the kill, and that is the 3rd gank from the Nyx Assassin.
And the tip.
The Kunkka mid with 1 stun. It's so strong as a kill combo. He TP'd in there, but it's still like he's there for the entire duration of the lockdown because of the way this hero works.
Yeah, it takes so long for you to actually get stunned by Kunkka. The extra 4 seconds in the torrent.
Barely misses. Open wounds will go out. Oh, they have creeps now. Not level 1 on that anymore. Level 3 Schofield's here as well. They don't throw the stun out though. They're just gonna run back. Arteezy gonna continue to right click them. And they're just getting the runes. Looks like Schofield's actually gonna steal both. Oh, Crit has the roll and gets those, but Whisper gets both the top runes, so 3 for 1. And almost 1,000 gold lead now.
Dire's bottom tower
Jungle is going to use Shrine bottom.
Looks like has his phase boots almost. They'll Shrine.
I don't know if they want to do this. He's just not yet level 6. I think he might stand on the high ground, get 6 in fog, and then look to just move mid.
Like a Crit standing here now. He's like, something's up. Schofield's not showing, and Schofield, he's running around the long way right now, but you got to be careful. There it is. They're actually going to roll forward. He will miss. Schofield is going to start running this way. There's going to be the X. Here comes the boat as well. Crit's actually taking a lot of damage. He gets hit by it. They both get hit by the boat. And now the Torrent's down Sumail. He's in a little bit of trouble, but Crit does tank the gank, it looks like. But Sumail, he just has to be annoyed, right? Like this is how you should play against these like superstar players, right? As you said, even against Hector, just make their games way harder. And Crit, they're just non-stop. Crit and Schofield, they love this middle lane. He might be able to make it out. Looks like he will. Oh my goodness, all but fly. He's gonna try to deny it, he can't. And he didn't actually hit him right away. He will get a little bit of life back, but with the boots, he's pretty quick. Over comes Arteezy, looking at Stinger as well. Crit does have a roll up again. He wants to get that Orb of Venom hit, he will. He gets the kick, will slow him down, actually hits on the Nyx Assassin as well, gets roll over. Chris Luck will go down. Schofield taking a ton of damage as well. There's gonna be the Carapace, he gets a nice double stun. There's creeps attacking as well. Stun will fly out. Can they bring down Arteezy? They're just right click after right, but he just brought his phase boots out.
There's no shrine here either.
And Hector's like, wait, no. And they're gonna find Schofield. He has the range, obtainable a little bit of damage, but it won't matter. There's gonna be the roll.
I like the little
under the tower. This should kill on Crit at least. He will throw it out, but Stinger gets the kill.
Click on Arteezy real quick. The Blightstone early is so effective when you're landing up against a Wraith King. He's got such low base armor.
He doesn't have the phase boots now though, but it's still.
Middle lane, Chris Luck. Get it, throw in the boat. Get throwing the Torrent. Schofield here again. Getting go for the right click. There's the cleave. And even S4's like, yo, I'm trying to come in and help you, but.
Yo, so who was more tilted? PPD yesterday after losing to Io carry twice, or Sumail right now?
That's a close call, man. I don't think Sumail's quite there yet. I think one more and it'll put him over the edge.
The thing is, the kills on SF, like, they're annoying, but they don't really matter too much. You can see in the net worth, like...
He's only 300 down from his counterpart on Kunkka.
I think this matters a lot because if SF gets ahead, he bleeds into the other lanes.
It's true.
With the Jhin, especially. Because you're just going to walk bottom and then suddenly Wraith King's bullied out of his lane.
There we go. They're going to go for this gank. He doesn't run uphill, so he doesn't know he's up here. It is going to be Sumail. There's going to be one raise, couple right clicks. There's going to be 2 raise. He will roll. It actually stuns the Nyx Assassin. There's the 3rd raise. Sumail hits it. Will get chased after Schofield. He will get the boulder kick. Do we have raises? We do. The medium raise will be up right now, as well as the long raise in 1. There's a right click. There's a raise. Actually misses.
I already got 1,000. Whatever.
Wow. And some mistakes, right? And this is the whole thing. You just been ganking middle over and over. As you said, like the tiltometer is a real thing, and
you never know.
You don't expect Sumail to miss those. A good juke as well by Schofield. He's been playing fantastically, just going middle.
Seriously, I don't even know how to explain it. Like the instinctual skill, right, of like how people position. Even when Chris Luck was trying to escape before in the bottom river, how he like runs to like left side to escape the life stealer, Torrents on top of himself to go to try and like just these little micro decisions. It's instinct. Like you don't really know how to explain it, but you're playing up Dota and all of a sudden you just kind of get a feel for those little jukes.
Once again, Whisper is the leader of net worth early, almost 500 above everyone else, going for that Midas again.
I like it. It's a different game for me, but I think it'll actually be more effective here because he has the Wraith King. So the Huskar. So
Wraithing's an incredible recovery hero too. Yeah, they slowed him down a bit, and his Radiant's going to be at the 15-minute mark we saw the other times. Trying to pop the Wraith King ulti, but not going to be successful here.
Didn't want to fully commit. Doesn't know where is Schofield. This guy has been everywhere.
He does only have 1 point in the crit on Wraith King so far, so not going to have enough skeletons to jungle really efficiently. Had to level his stun to 3 for the lane, but he is going to go back for max crit now.
We got 3 heroes run up top. S4 needs to be a little bit careful. Will just stun away.
They have a lot of ways to kill this Sand King. Kind of interesting that he picked it here. Was that a 3rd pick Slaughter or a 4th?
3rd pick.
It was
3rd
yes.
pick. So they did pick the Sand King into the Slaughter.
Crit. We'll avoid the torrents. This is going to be runes coming up. 2 top going separately over on this side. Arteezy, he's going to look for Stinger because Stinger actually stole it from him. And, well, they might get that rune, but we still have a fight going on bottom. There's going to be an X crit. He could be in a little bit of trouble. Bo will end up hitting Schofield here. Gets a nice double step to that positioning. Can they even get their Spirit? They sure can. Stunned a little bit late from Fly. Centaurs on the other side. Whisper running after S4. Oh my lord. Chris Luck is chunking him down right now with these Tidebringers once again. A blast as well. He almost gets the raise on Whisper. Oh, and a double torn. Chris Luck. They're going to turn around again. Schofield is ready to get this done, but he doesn't need it. Look at that. Chris Luck with a triple kill early in the A blast. Ends up bringing the Chen down, but crit on the backside. He gets 1 return kill, but dude, Chris Luck just hit multiple Tidebringers, torrents, and a boat.
Can I say these Nix Impales are insane?
Yeah. Schofield's playing out his mind.
He's like at least 2 heroes. Like that time he had to walk specifically to the right, like kind of on top of the other hero to hit both.
And he hit both Centaurs as well.
Oh Schofield is one of the Peruvian players though that's like kind of always been solid, right?
And he's an OG. He's been around for a long time.
Forever, literally forever. And not to mention, he's always like, I've never seen him throw a game.
Yeah.
I know he's always trying to field a good roster.
You see right here, watch Schofield, runs behind him, stuns, gets the Centaur, both heroes.
The Centaur stun.
So good. And that's why I said Fly a little late on it, because Schofield made him late, and look at the damage. Just so much.
He's really good at his carapace timing. He's making Sumail have to hesitate on his raises.
He holds it for like that 1/4 of a second. Like the thing is, it gets into your head.
That's right here. Yeah. Then he right when he's about to raise, then carapace, and you're like, oh, am I supposed to raise?
There's a Arteezy just down here in a creep with 3 heroes surrounding him right now.
Yeah, they went on.
They're going. Oh my goodness, Whisper! They didn't expect this. There will be another A blast. Whisper gets a nice double stun, but he still will go down.
Yeah, they went on him underneath their own tower. Arteezy was diving past, and he was forced to infest defensively. So they chose to go after him after knowing he was going to be in the creep for so long, and he basically accepted that as, hey, we know you're sitting here for 45 seconds.
They're going to go for this tower right now, it seems. I don't think you can defend this if you're Radiant. They are rotating a couple of heroes down. Chris Luck actually has an Invis rune now. He's going Shadowblade. He could buy it now. He has 3,000 gold, by the way.
Radiant's bottom tower.
Doesn't look like he's getting it quite yet. Maybe still thinking of the Radiance?
Yeah,
or
exactly.
Fly. We'll get X. Here comes the boat as well. As 4 stuns into it, that's going to be enough carapace, so the boat hits on both of them. No one taking that much damage quite yet. The Arteezy's still pretty strong. Chris Luck actually just going to get run at here with that boat, the rump. But he's just going to get right-clicked down eventually.
AG bring 5 and Infamous only with 4 because why? That's right, Hector top.
You know Infamous is going to do this. I mean, even Infamous knows he's going to do that. Like, they're not expecting him. There will be the Vendetta hit plus the stun. Carapace won't hit on anything. Krent will get slowed down a little bit, but Schofield goes down, and now EG, they are upping the tempo right now.
We talked about, like, literally by the book what we discussed yesterday, dealing with Infamous, specifically Hector. You pressure the laning phase, slow down his item progression, and then you ignore him, and you start just taking over the map and punishing the other 4 heroes that want to fight you, that kind of have to get involved so that they can defend their area of the map and objectives. But it's 4 on 5, and if EG are 5, they're going to consistently win these fights.
He just TP'd from the hard camp top to his own shrine top.
Yeah.
As you said, it's efficient. The little things, the efficiency, and the thing is, as long as your team knows that, right? You probably should never try this in a pub game because your team will hate you forever.
Yeah.
But if your team knows what you're doing, then you're good. Can he do this?
Yeah, he can, as long as you kill the big one first. The skeletons are insane, man.
Yeah. A lot taking damage.
We do see a Midas coming on Whisper as well, so they've got these gold. I mean, Chris Luck's still in first place in the net worth with Hector right there behind him. They are technically down gold, but it's very, very even. I love just watching him clear these. Torrents even help. Halberd coming out.
Radiant
You were
top
talking about
tower
Kunga potentially going Radiance. And that's definitely not happening when you got Hector on your team.
That's true.
That's a good point.
Should have thought of that. BSJ, you got to chime in there, baby.
Yeah,
you're on Hector duty. You know that.
I heard you talk about somebody else going Radiance, and I was just watching the Wraith King jungle, and I was...
it like was in the back there, like, wait a minute. 2 minutes later, wait a minute.
I heard Radiance. Snap out of it.
I like it just because they have now some form of damage mitigation. Last game, Infamous pretty much full aggro. This time,
I want to see the AC Kunkka so that the Wraith King can go Mjolnir or something else instead. Maybe even just the Abyssal. It allows for the Wraith King to skip that item, and even though it's a nice item for Wraith King, Kunkka, what else are you really going to build? I don't think you want to go like this crit Kunkka build.
Go for the rune. Looks like he might, but he's going to roll past it. Nice job by Stinger. Now he's going to go on him, though. Hasdiern has another roll. Just going to hit him. Here comes one raise to steal the kill. No, raise and a right click.
He's already got 1,000. You don't have to give it to him.
Sumail is actually just going for this more standard SF build. Treads, drums,
Dyer's top
BKB.
tower is under attack.
I just realized how farmed everyone is. Like both these last games, right? Like just every core is getting farms, and on both teams, like all 6 cores, it feels like.
This is the American.
There's going to be a stun. Here we go. There's going to be the boat. It will hit onto 4 of them, but Chris, look, he's all alone. He's going to try to TP up. There's no way. And oh my goodness, in the middle of 4 of them.
What? Look, I'm telling you, man, these guys can play. Infamous, it can play some Dota 2, folks. Individual skills kind of off the charts right now. It's like they're all playing to to make you look bad too, right? Yeah. But they have discipline that traditionally South America as a region has lacked.
They're going for this tower. There's going to be a heal coming out. Chen gonna get run out. Whisper almost one-shotting him with that corrosive. Hey, they do end up getting the tower, and I'm sure Fly's like worth it.
Did he go blink? He went BKB first. Yeah, I like the decision to get the blink this time because it really felt like, you know, they had all those BKBs, but they couldn't force the fight. Whereas now, you're going to have this blink Slardar playing off the vision of the Nyx, and you've got crazy high follow-up from the Kunkka. You're going to have a Radiance on the Wraith King pretty soon. You're going to have a hell of a power spike once Hector's online and ready to rock and roll.
As you said, Radiance for both. There's going to be a lifesteal and a Wraith King, but the Wraith King is 1,000 gold ahead towards that Radiance.
I'm telling you, last game when you're playing Huskar, there's just no point in the game where you're, say, this is my time.
I'm the king of this game.
Yeah, in this game, he is the king.
Yes.
Once he gets his items. But of course, like, it is going to happen. And despite slowing him down, as you said, Kyle, they did that.
Yeah.
But will it be enough? Like, he's going to have an 18-minute Radiance-ish? Nah, maybe 19. And Wraith King just accelerates so quickly.
Oh, that's going to be 18 minutes, I think.
Yeah, you just farm so fast with the skeletons plus the hero itself. That's the big deal about what changed about Wraith King. He used to have no tower pressure and no basically wait flash farm to get to that first item.
Look, he leaves the little creeps so that the skeletons will kill it and he can get to, like,
I could watch him for days, just run around the map farming.
BSJ is literally
Dude, I'm with you, BSJ. If this was my own stream, I would be too. I'm just like, this is amazing. And they are currently at 1,000 gold. Middle lane crit will get initiate on. Ooh, does miss the torrent though. Probably would have been a pretty easy kill with the A blast flying in, but crit defending that tower for now.
I need to get this loser spray. Like I have it. I need to like equip it. People using it's pretty funny.
Dude, everyone's using it this tournament now. I think first one person's on. They're like, dude, we got to start using this. Yeah. We see a skeleton still farming up around 18 minutes in, and he does have the Radiance flying out now.
If only that Crybaby was all Chad against Darth Bitter.
Dyer's middle tower is under attack.
He does have 3,000 gold on Slardar, so even though he had the blink queued up, he has not chosen to buy it just yet.
I mean, the game slowed down a little bit.
He need health regen again.
Really?
Oh, Dust gets popped. I believe that might have been. I think that was a miss. Like they wanted to smoke there, right? He just threw a Dust out of nowhere.
It is kind of nice. Like you really always are on map with that much. You have like plus 10 plus thanks to your innate strength as well.
It's true.
So
it's interesting.
Here we go. They have one. There's going to be initiation. S4 stuns on order. There's going to be an 8 blast. It will hit onto S4. The Radiance is there. Hector will even lose his first life. He's not even losing the hit. You try to take the fight to Hector. He doesn't care. There's going to be a Spirit Vessel. Hector attacks a creep once.
X and 3.
We're going to look. There's going to be a kick away. Can crit somehow make it out? He will just roll away and he'll make it, but...
Yeah. Of all the heroes to go for, I don't think that's the one.
You just can't afford to like all-in commit to him. That's why they didn't kill him the first time. They can't afford to. They'll all die. If they bring him down, the slow is going to be enough to provide his team with a chase.
Haven't we seen this before? Like, we've actually... Wasn't this the game yesterday where we had Hector Wraith King versus a Lifestealer? They both went Midas Radiance, and Hector...
He just always
was a little ahead, yeah. And then... He was like 25k to 15k at a point.
And already, look at, he's almost 2,000 up right now.
I hope he doesn't go Blade Mail. I'm not a huge fan of Blade Mail against Lifestealer specifically. The open wounds mitigates 50% of it to the entire team.
Yep.
We'll see if he goes for it. I don't hate it. He does go for it. I'm never going to question Hector's items. I personally just don't like it against
There's going to be initiation. Whisper is getting run at. There's going to be a net from the Chen creep, and pretty easy kill there. That is a 5-hero commitment, and you know on the other side, the Wraith King will just be farming.
It's really good against SF SK though.
It is.
And it's a little bit of plus armor, which is nice when you consider you're playing against the SF and Lifestealer.
He did build it yesterday against the Sand King.
Yeah.
Just walked into the Sandstorm and Blade Mailed.
Oh, they're trying to get these skeletons. They want them to stop farming with them.
Stop. 2 for 2.
That will be Crystal getting both top, as you say. Arteezy getting both bottom.
This is a dangerous place for EG to fight, though. I don't know if you want to commit too hard onto this hero with Hector standing on top of it and the rest of the team rotating around. Whisper up in 10 seconds.
Yeah, with Blade Mail especially now. This is a tough one. They do just want to get this tower. Hector thinks about getting the deny, but doesn't want to risk it. Oh, Frost Mage will go down. Doesn't even get the next armor up. Chrysler, he's looking. He's very tanky, by the way. 2.6k, they're running in. That's going to be a stun in by S4. Chrysler, he can't get his boat because he is stunned. Nice force that way. He will be able to get his boat up now. Will it be enough? The Whisper comes in, gets first hit mash on Arteezy. Time it now. There will be Hector. He still hasn't died yet. He's just right-clicking S4. Will finally go down the backside. Stinger's dying. Sumail just right-clicking ever. He has his BKB, but it already has been used. S4 will try to rotate out. Chris Luck dies as well. And EG, they're winning this fight. They find Schofield as well. He hit the Carapace up in... Well, couldn't get it off quite in time.
Yep.
And it looked like an okay fight there for Infamous.
Yeah.
Break it down for me. What just happened there?
Slaughter, no blink day, right? And they initiated on the hero that you want to be going for, which is the Kunkka. He didn't get the boat, to your point. The fight had really just ended for him. And again, no blink Whisper. I feel like if he almost had BKB.
200 gold off 2 different BKBs.
Yeah, exactly.
On Kunkka as well.
Yeah, it's just the tower already died, right? If you're Infamous, you shouldn't really be sticking around unless you want to fight on your objective. Once it dies, it always feels so demoralizing because your supports naturally are going to be like, all right, well, like, there's nothing more for us here. Like, we got other stuff to do. And then all of a sudden, you're initiated on. So, good awareness by EG just to go for that key target before the immunity's picked up.
I would say until Wraith King has BKB, he's only as strong as his team. I mentioned that yesterday. And eventually in the game, it didn't matter how strong his team was because he had twice the net worth of the second highest hero. But at this stage in the game, they were able to control him and ignore him for the most part while picking his team apart. And since they were so close to 2 different BKBs, their other 2 cores were just low impact. You know, no better way to put it. And now I think that fights will go quite differently for them if the Kunkka and Slardar can kind of play around the Wraith King while he's getting controlled. Suddenly it's not so easy for EG anymore, I think.
What do you like? Do you like this Earth Spirit? He goes Spirit Vessel, and it looks like he's going Lotus Orb next because he had the BKB queued up, but he bought the Arcane
I think
boots,
Lotus Orb is insane against Slardar.
You need it. It's really good against AA too.
Yeah. And the Wraith King. Any stuns, any single target stuns.
Just hurts. You don't expect it, right? You're just like, oh, I just got Lotus. All right.
It just makes it easier if you are playing a hero like Lifestealer to run into fights. That's what I think about it. It makes it so much easier for your cores to play the game.
It's a really risky item on Sumail. I like it in this scenario, but you've got to be careful because you fall off so hard as Death's SF if you die a couple times and lose a fight here and there. Because your damage output is insane, but you're so squishy now.
Helps them secure Roche a little bit. It is good against Kunkka and the Slardar. They have these strength cores that have very low armor. Yeah, they all build phase boost, but the Desolator effectively cancels that out. So all of them are going to sit at about 0 armor if you include the presence of the Dark Lord plus the Desolator.
They did smoke up on EG, but didn't find anyone. Got a ward down bottom.
Yeah, it's 0 armor Kunkka. It's going to be 3 armor on the Slardar and also 3 armor on the Wraith King if they get hit by the Desolator.
Doesn't feel very good when you're supposed to be a reasonably high armor hero.
Radiant's bottom tower.
Yeah, but
is
once
under
they
attack.
get these armor items, once they get maybe AC on somebody, then maybe a medallion or a solar, that Deso falls off like Kyle said. The way armor is calculated, minus armor is much more impactful percentage-wise amp if they have less armor.
Yep. Minus armor gets far more valuable, but like the closer you get to 0.
Yeah.
But plus armor is just 5% EHP against physical damage per point.
Yeah.
Someone else did the math. I promise it's right.
Basically what happens
I believe
you go from taking 80% to 100% instead of 100% to like 150%, which means you're amping it by a less percent, whatever. I'm not gonna bother. It's better. Minus armor is better when they have less armor. That's what, like you said. We'll TLDR.
Thank you.
They do have bounty runs coming out in 4 seconds. Infamous kind of threatening the Roshan with the Slardar, just trying to make EG react to what they're doing. They're not necessarily trying to force anything. They do get the carapace. Oh, they didn't choose to go for the stun. Interesting.
We will get Axe, but Rage. See you later.
All of EG was missing, so maybe they were scared of the smoke behind turnaround there. But I feel like if they went for that, it would have worked out just because they would have had to make a ballsy call. So I don't mind them kind of playing it safe there.
I like how Fly just decided boots just aren't an item on his Chen. Last game didn't give him. This game, he just brings 5 sentry wards, doesn't care about the boots.
Honestly, what
does it do?
You're limited by the move speed of your creeps.
Oh, we are going to see there's going to be a kick away. Crit wants to get that root, but Stinger's the one who actually picks it up. Will be X. The boat is going to hit. Whisper is going to get the kill. They're looking for more. And Fly goes down as well. You're definitely not running away if there's a Wraith King on top of you.
That should be a Roche. They have Slardar.
There are buyback. Do you think about buying back on this Earth Spirit?
Is it enough to shut down the Roche? We'll see.
Earth Spirit will buy back. Chen, he buys back as well. Still has the ulti.
And they have the Wraith King aura. You have to bring everybody because they're not going to be low.
Whoa, middle lane. Stun will loud. It is Sanky. He gets X'd again. They throw a sentry ward down. A nice position. There's the A-Blast. It's going to fly to the back line. It won't actually hit onto anyone, but there's going to be another bash. Earth Spirit taking a ton of damage, and that's a dieback. Sand King's going to buy back as well. They're throwing a lot of bodies, and Hector, he doesn't care. He has a second life already. He is taking a ton of damage right now, but Lifesteal actually does get bashed up by Whisper. There's going to be a torn. He gets thrown in the air. He goes down. There's going to be an ulti from Sumo, but doesn't do anything. Chris lets DK feed, and there's going to be the first life of Hector. They finally stun forward, but this is not a good look for EG. They're all falling right now. Fly just popped back as well, and guess what? He's going down.
I know you want to defend the Roche, but you don't want to fight EG. And now S4's going to die back.
That's a dieback. And Whisper one more, and that's a bash. Chris Luck triple kill.
God.
I don't want to say, is this game just over? But you just gave up a Roche and 9K gold or so?
This is the beginning. Look at the net worth of Hector. You know, you need the Monka S.
Man, look at the EXP change. I'm the gold. 9,000 EXP is.
You know why? It's because comeback mechanics were changed to severely edit the way gold was counted, but experience is still pretty much free. So when you're behind in experience and you kill high-level heroes, everybody, it's like a crash course, man. You're like just down. It's like the Matrix.
And you see it again.
In learning.
The big pickup on S4 first. Even without the A-Blast, it didn't actually hit anyone, and they didn't even need it.
Once they get that BKB, though, we said, if you get the BKB piercing damage from both teams, you have the SF with a Deso.
You can see right there, right? Like, you can't go toe-to-toe with Wraith King. He's like trying to, you can't do that, right?
Yeah. You have the SF Deso. On the other side, you have A Blast, which goes to BKB. You have Slardar Amp as well as the just physical damage Slardar offers. And then he amps up the rest of the physical damage. You have the Kunkka Tidebringer, the Wraith King right clicks. There's so much more BKB piercing damage on Infamous that suddenly when both teams have magic immunity and they're running at each other, as Kyle says, everyone throwing out their abilities, I feel like Infamous is just easily takes these fights. And I feel as if Schofield has the most impact I ever see on a hero when he has one item. Like he's had some game-saving force devs and just so many stuns being thrown out. The Sand King, we said, it was a hard Sand King game. He blew up the start of the fight, blew up again when he came back into it.
It's really just a weird pick under the circumstances because it's just... The problem with Sand King is you just can't itemize properly, right? If he's tied here, he's got Vlad Solar Crest, but he's Sand King, which means Veil Blink. It's not nearly the same game impact both for himself and for his allies. And as soon as his AC finishes on Hector, right? All of a sudden that Sumo Deso, that's... This armor disappears.
That item doesn't exist anymore.
Exactly.
It's a waste of a slot, to be honest, at that point.
There's the TP out, but he still gets the CS for ring.
Oh, well. Crit. Just going to get out. Looks like they all want to get out.
It's beautiful.
Kunkka getting close to that level 20 as well, and it seems they're just moving along. He's going Daedalus. He went the Demon Edge before Crystallis.
And looking at the AA pick, I like even more, because look at Infamous, like the talents, right? 8 health regen on the Slardar, 12 on the Kunkka. These guys are always on map. They're always trying to play aggressive. AA does kind of counter their entire play style.
And they are now going to have the full AC done on Wraith King. Kunkka still has the Aegis. Like you said, he almost has the Daedalus. They just have so much beefiness on Infamous, and you have an SF core. And I said, he eventually becomes paper.
He is.
I think he's at the loose leaf right now.
Exactly.
Blade melt. What's he sitting at? He's currently at 33 armor.
Going for that silver edge.
You're going hot ground, guys.
Why not?
It's go time. EG, you've got to get some crazy
skeletons wrong way, my friends. He'll just pop the blade mill prematurely. Doesn't want to get hit too much. Penance goes down. Ton of damage done to the tower. Continuing to lose the skeletons do so much damage. Chris Luck even gets middle tower as well. Just gonna back up now.
Oh my god.
Here's the data list. 29 minutes in. Chris Luck's almost the second. He's almost more farm than Arteezy now.
If you pull up the items like EG, they don't have that same team fight presence as they did the previous game. There's so much armor missing on their draft now.
Yeah.
No Vlads, no AC, no medallion. Do they have medallion even?
No, they would pipe on sinking.
What?
Uh-oh, Arteezy, he's by himself right now.
He is a dunzo unless he can infest a creep.
What will he do? He's juking left, he's juking right. We have another one as well. The Caravan's be there. X into boat. He does.
He didn't turn the radiance off. He didn't turn the radiance off.
Now he has to run away. He knew that as well, BSJ. Right when you said it. They're just going to find him.
If he doesn't get the match.
TP, where is that? Oh, Chris Luck drops the hammer actually on him. The tips come out.
Yeah. Dude, Arteezy's flustered. He not only had to turn the radiance off to infest a creep, but also did not get Nick's carapaced as he's running away. And he got Nick's carapaced and still did not turn off the radiance. He would have lived there if he turned off the radiance, because the creep wave was underneath the tower for dire sides. Radiant creep wave would have lived for a really long time.
Now we have a blink dagger on Schofield. He's been hitting some crazy stuns even without, and now he can just always get in position.
And this is, again, like the biggest change here is that the AA is Artivist, so you really shouldn't buy a pipe on Sanking either way, but there's so much magic damage threat just thanks to the Radiance plus AA that you think you need it.
X. Torrent, get it go out pretty earlier. Chris Luck, he's tanking up all the damage right now. There will be a stun back by S4. But he does go outside of the sandstorm. Here comes the boat right now. Is S4 just going to go down if the boat hits? No, the boat doesn't hit. Pulls him back a little bit late. There will be the kick forward. Doesn't even care right now. He's just right-clicking it. Even with that spear vessel, he knows he has none left. AA blast actually to fly, and who will it hit? It hits on the two of them. Fly going to take a lot of damage. Sumail, another miss by Chris Luck. If you're in a losing game, maybe you feel a little bit worse about that, but hopefully you're up by 14K. They get that range. Drax easily. Carapace goes off. He blinks. Tries to get out. S4 gets a nice double stun. Hector will go down. Everyone gets slowed. They're going to look for Chris Luck. He has a BKB, but he also has the Aegis. They both have 2 lives. Oh my. Sumail drops so much. Chris Luck does go down. It instantly drops. Where'd the Aegis go? He's going to roll forward now. Will they find him? Schofield taking a lot of damage. Oh, never mind. Our team is taking a lot of damage. Hector, he is leading the way to victory right now. They just can't get past him. He is too big of a body. They won't get the racks. The skeletons don't bring it down. That's a melee racks. It will heal up.
Finish it.
Fly, deny it. You won't.
He has his ultimate in 5 seconds on race.
Oh my god. He's going to run for it. Throws out the stun. Will be able to burrow strike away. Melee barracks gets right click down. And we're seeing power. Like we said, EG may have won game 1, but it was very even, just like this one. It was one big team fight middle into this snowball.
It's just so weird to me. Like, they had a great read on what Infamous wanted to do. Their movement, their itemization, everything just dealt with the Infamous lineup until they were in a position to win the game. It's as if they forgot all that. Like, when you play against Slardar, high armor, it's 3 raw, high physical damage cores on the enemy team, and you just don't have the team fight items. It's 33 minutes into the game, Grant.
Part of that has to do with the Sand King pick. That hero doesn't want to do that. Straight up, what if you go Legion Commander, for instance? A hero that's going to have a cleanse, plus you just buy like Solar Crest and a Blast as a Legion. And you just buy
Sand King is not good against Slardar.
Yeah, it's not.
It's not good against Nyx either. And it's not good against... It's really just a bad pick.
I'm saying you could have gone on like a Paladin or Legion. Some hero that naturally purges it as well as buys these items comfortably. As you mentioned, Sand King doesn't want Solar Crest Flags. You can't play the game that way.
Deja Vu or what? 26K?
I was just about to say that. They've got the 11,000... no, it is about 10,000 exactly. Hector above Arteezy.
Got that one last Midas usage before he sells it for the Silver Edge. The value.
You see him, he puts him in the backpack, summons the skeletons, and get rid of this. I no longer require your assistance. Silver Edge plus 1,700 gold. Going MKB next.
Infamous expertly adjusted to the draft problems in the first game where EG set up this way that they couldn't pick Wraith King. I think last game they said, wow, you picked Lifestealer, then Tide. Wraith King sucks here. And then he's banned Tide, picked A the first round. And suddenly the game just feels really easy.
Isn't this like our big gripe with EG and the way they approach drafting. Like, they literally open the first 3 heroes. Infamous, they do something similar, but with the tweaks designed to exploit the
Designed
easy
not
draft.
to lose to the same thing.
Yeah,
twice in a row.
exactly.
Yeah. I'm surprised when I see this kind of stuff in the draft because when they picked that 3rd lifestyle, I said it looked a lot less intimidating this game than it did last.
Because the EA as well.
Yeah, it's just confusing to me that I can see that, and do they just not respect Infamous? Do they not know anything better?
They definitely respect them. I think it's just, you know, you trust in what works for you, right?
Yeah. It felt like, I mean, you buy the Death on the Shadow Beam too, right? Aren't you just trying to out-tempo them and you just win at a certain point?
Yeah. In reality, it's that same, like, really, Infamous got the fight, right?
Heck.
They didn't get in the first game. This time they do. They kill 7. They get Roche. That's what really changes this game. Maybe EG, they win that fight. They get the Roche. All of a sudden, we were singing a different tune.
That's an MKB, by the way, on Kunkka. He's an MKB Daedalus. Also, they Courier and got 4 bounty runes. This gold lead is just going farther and farther. 23k now for Infamous.
Oh, baby.
And there it is, the puddle boy.
Puddle in the puddle, baby.
Yeah.
How much is it? 12 armor, 25 HP regen, and 40% status resistance?
Yeah.
Something like that?
Aren't you reading it right now?
I was guessing the numbers. No, 35 HP regen. They buffed that. So, yeah, 12 armor, 35 HP regen, 40% status
That
resistance.
status resistance is pretty nuts.
I think Ags like Slardars are insanely cool by Ice Frog here because I think Slardar's main issue as the game went on was becoming a blink crush die hero.
Yeah.
And that's exactly what Ags addresses. And I love when they add these items that make it so a hero's late game issues can be addressed with items.
I'm not sure that it's balanced, though.
It's pretty
It's
broken.
a lot of armor. It's 35 armor.
No, 35 HP regen, 12 armor.
Okay.
It's not that much armor, but it's, I mean, it is still a plate mail
That's
effectively.
a lot.
Yeah, it is. No, it's very good. I don't know if
Whisper?
it's balanced. I'm just saying it's a good
He'll
idea.
get failed. Oh no, the roll isn't long enough, and yeah, Whisper, he has all the armor and HP regen. They will try to roll elsewhere. S4's in a lot of trouble. Here comes the boat. He's gonna get cold feet frozen. Hasn't died quite yet. Finally will go down, and Chris can pop the BKB, trying to square up against Arteezy. Bottom lane though, it's just Purple is trying to take down Raxes. His team's getting run after, and this looks like it's gonna be a kill on Slardar. He does end up going down Schofield, try to run away. You are losing your entire set of Rax bottom right now, by the way. They're trying to defend it. Let's see, he's just gonna BKB. I know we're missing a kill. He is gonna get it. Whoop. Skeletons take it off.
Of course.
They get Schofield. They're going. Fingers there.
Burrow strike them. Oh my god.
And meanwhile, they're looking for Whisper, who has my back. He does get some, has the puddle. He's moving up pretty quick. There's gonna be a stuck right from it. He still has the ulti, and Sumail just instantly gets blown up. These buybacks plus the Rax bottom, sealing the deal possibly on EG right now. A blast could give him some vision if they find it, but Arteezy goes to the right. Over there, Crit gets brought down. They have the X. Oh, Arteezy, you're not getting out of here.
That's it.
And it's a kill.
1250 damage crit. He could have Burrow strike Hector, by the way. It was a 5-second TP to the shrine because somebody had already bought back and TP'd to the shrine.
Did he just...
And he just didn't see it because he was silver edged.
Okay.
So he didn't realize until you saw it like a quarter second after. He's like, oh shit, and then tries to stun him and it doesn't work.
Instead, with that TP going through, they all buy back, and I mean, it's the OG of last year, right? Like, whatever, we died, we're just gonna buy back and win the fight because you used everything.
I mean, that's a sick play by Hector, to be honest. The fact that he chose not to show up to that fight, knowing he can get the Rax, they didn't have fortification.
It's backdoor protection, by the way. They just don't care. You the skeleton.
AC.
That's one of the benefits as well of the Shadow Blade, because you can play alone on the map as a Wraith King far more effectively than with a Blink Dagger. Really, a lot of Wraith Kings are just skipping the mobility item entirely, but Hector consistently finishing his kills with the edge.
A lot of times Wraith Kings will go for this mid-game Blink Dagger, and the fact is Hector wants to be the hard scaling hero in the game, and you don't scale that well with a Blink.
It's not slot efficient, it's not gold efficient, and it doesn't make your farm path.
It doesn't make you do more deeps, Kyle.
Yep.
Wraith King is, we've seen, he loves getting the blade mills and Midases, and he's not afraid to just sell them, sells the blade mill for the MKB, has 5k. Are you just looking at like, would you rather have a Moonshard or an Accent?
I would probably say, I'd say Axe this game specifically. Yeah. You have a lot of heroes that they have that extra 5 or 6 seconds to cast their spells. Is it 7 seconds? 7 seconds?
Or even just Chris Luck getting another Tidebringer crit?
Yeah, there's a lot of damage that can be done in that short amount of time.
Assuming this game ends with an Infamous victory, as we can expect, that means there'll be that one series still behind EG, who only play this series today. So they're going to end at 6-6.
With Infamous at 5-5.
With 4 games to play. Infamous at 5-5 with 6 games to play.
Pretty damn even. Crazy stuff.
This is a must-win game for them. Man,
And they are winning it.
They just shook off that first game and
Like nothing.
like literally they're the same team. These guys are the real deal, and I'm really excited to see them. I'd love them in the upper bracket.
Oh, and here we go. Last fight is going to happen. Hector has popped the BKB. They're getting toward it. Actually hits on 2. There's the Eagle blast. Hits on 2 as well. They're just going to right-click them all down. Arteezy is trying to run back to the fountain. He will make it. Can't heal him quite yet because the AA. There's going to be a stun from Schofield. Perfectly timed. Down goes Sumail. Crit. X to back. He's going to get torrented, and this is looking to be the end of the game. They're now going to end, and there's the GG's called by Evil Geniuses. Classic by Schofield. Items on the ground. Wait, picking up a couple of them. And simply amazingly well played game from Infamous. EG, I mean, these looked like very similar games, right? There was one big fight, and all of a sudden stuff.